Welcome to Inside New Albany Football with Coach Cody Stubblefield. I'm Jody Walls.
I'm Brady Brock.
We're with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany over on Starling Avenue. We specialize in home financing needs, whether it's a purchase, a refinance, or new construction.
And we're super passionate about trying to help you find the home of your dreams, help you get it financed, just like this one right here.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Game. If you come out and hit them in the mouth on the first play, we're going to be fine.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome you here to Kitchensfield. I'm Paul Henry with David Good. We're here for Inside New Albany Football with Coach Cody Stubblefield, brought to you by
Gumtree Mortgage, Jody Walls, Brady Brock, also Pam Brown at State Farm. They do a tremendous job supporting us every year. We're grateful for those two businesses, and if you need any help from them, go see them for sure.
Well, Coach, first of all, we'd like to talk about a little trip to Corinth the other night.
Yeah.
We had a little success up there and had a good showing up there and came home with a W, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it was a good trip for the Bulldogs. Won comfortably. I think offensively, offensive line dominated the game. Keelan Simpson had a really big game. Braden Shettles, was 10 of 11, had a great performance as well. So offensively, we didn't punt. Anytime you don't punt all night, that's a tremendous game. Defensively, I think we gave up some yardage, but kept them out of the end zone for the majority of the time. Did not give up a touchdown with our defense. Special teams we did. But just overall a good performance for the Bulldogs.
Looked like Corinth tried to slow it down as much as they could early in the ball game to kind of give you guys less time with the ball during the game.
Well, they controlled the game as far as their offense. They did a really good job. Number 7, who's a freshman, is an outstanding athlete. But 7 and number 5 for Corinth did a really good job. 5 is a speedster guy that can run really well. You're going to see him in a lot of state track meets. But they got 2 guys right there that were hard to bring down, and so they did give us some trouble. Fortunately, though, like I said, we kept them out of the end zone.
Well, one thing, and we talked about it the week before in our show, is Corinth is that they're always athletic. They're always a lot of speed up there, right? And I thought they did have that.
Well, Coach Dye just continues the tradition. It's historically a very good program, right? I think they're really young this year. They've got a lot of freshmen on the field. Like I said, that quarterback is a talented young guy, and he's going to give people trouble all year. So still a good football team, and again, a good win for us.
Show you we had 250 yards rushing, 119 yards passing for a total of 369 yards. Biggest stat I took from the game was 7 for 8 on third downs.
Yeah, that's huge. Anytime you're getting third down conversions, it's obviously keeping drives going. That's obviously a big stat for sure.
And also, Braden, I showed that he had 4 different receivers that caught passes for you guys this year. So we're spreading the ball around.
Yeah, and Braden's got a lot of freedom within the offense, and some of those were checks. Sometimes anytime a slot receiver or a wideout's off too much, Coach Robbins is giving him the freedom to throw a hitch out there or throw a slant. I know on the touchdown pass to Shumpert, that was a called inside run, and just saw that he had the slant right there and communicated with Shumpert, and Shumpert did a good job holding on to it in traffic.
I thought the catch of the night had to be from Isaiah Simpson about the third quarter, kind of driving down. Braden got in a little bit of trouble, kind of rolled out to his right and found Keelan back across you. And as a coach, you don't want to see the quarterback throw the ball back into the field.
Yeah,
but
that was definitely one of them things like, what are you doing? And then great job at the same time, So, but yeah, he rolling out. It's a flood concept for us. He did a good job extending the play, so to speak. Definitely threw it back across his body a little bit. Not something you want to coach up a lot of, but Isaiah Simpson did make the catch in traffic, and it extended that drive.
Yeah, he had 2 guys right there on him, went up with his hands and took the ball in. Great, my play of the day.
Yeah.
One thing I've been impressed with early on this season is our receivers after the catch, right? Extending plays after the catch, and I think like Shaw, Isaiah, DJ, several of those guys, are really, really showing out once they catch the ball. And,
I think that's a credit to Coach McDonald. Rico McDonald's coming in. Rico is a laid-back individual, but come watch him at practice. He gets after those guys. He has a high expectation for them, whether it's blocking, like you're saying, or continuing to route. He's doing a really good job with those guys, and they're playing hard.
We mentioned Keelan earlier with the night that he had there, but for the season so far, 50 carries for 322 yards, averaging 161 yards per game. So got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, Keelan is a workhorse for us. He's a senior running back. Like we talked about before, he's kind of been that guy in the mix with a couple other guys historically. As a sophomore and as a junior, Cody Atkinson was around, and then C.J. Hill was around. But he is the premier back for us this year. He's the workhorse for us. He's going to get the ball. I think week in and week out, offensively, you do different things, right? I think Corinth was weaker in the box. Our offensive line did a good job, and Keelan's a 205-pound running back that's hard to tackle. So it made sense and moved the chains to giving the ball over and over and over again. So that's what we did. And like I said, we didn't punt all night. You're not going to have an offensive coach complain when you don't punt all night. So really good job by our offensive line and Keelan. Like I said, he needs to keep doing what he's doing.
Well, Coach Stubblefield's group up front was, when you can get to that second tier with that running back and you got a back like Keelan, he was dragging 3 and 4 several times, and that offensive line opening up those holes like they did, and then, man, a linebacker trying to tackle Keelan head on, it's pretty tough.
Right. And like I said, Ethan Cathy's a huge guy coming back for us, had the injury. I think he's finally getting back to 100%. He's playing well. Ethan Conley does a good job for us at center, but this is that was the second game. So these guys, after Jamboree, first game against, who did we play first? Saltillo. So this is week kind of game 3 for those that offensive line. And as a unit, they're going to mesh and get better and better as the year goes on. So I think you saw that. Like I said, they did a good job up front, controlled the line of scrimmage, got hats on hats, and Keelan ran the ball hard like he's always going to do.
Defense looking very well. I got Zion Robinson with 15 tackles on the season, Jeb Boland with 14, McCollin Cameron and Caleb Shaw with 12 each.
Yeah, they did a good job defensively. Got us on the edge a couple of times, kicking DJ out and turning up. Did some good things. Again, the quarterback was a shifty guy, and the number 5 is a speedster. Defense looks a little different. We're still without some of those key senior inside linebackers, but Zion Robinson's done a good job. Parker Skinner's done a good job. Those guys have stepped up playing inside linebacker, filling those roles well. Jeb Bolden, like I said, Caleb Shaw, those guys in the secondary, got a lot of confidence in those guys as well.
Yeah, I got some other guys. Parker Skinner, 9 tackles. Cortland Earl, 8 tackles. Jaden Hicks and Logan Deaton, 7 tackles. So good representation from all areas of the defense, Coach.
Yeah. And we thought going into the year we were going to be solid there. We're really, really confident in the ability of our defensive line. Emmanuel Tucker didn't play, but you got Jaden Hicks, you got Jackson Howard. Those guys are going to be staples all year. And they're all, like I said, they've all got more time left after this year. So we're really excited about the D-line. I think that's where it's going to start with our defense. And then we've got those guys stepping up inside linebacker. And then Earl kind of leads us out there as that senior outside linebacker. So still a lot of confidence in the defense. We've got to make sure. I think the teams are going to test us in the box. They're going to run at those 2 inside linebackers after losing our 2 seniors. And so those guys are going to have to continue to get better and better and just make sure we're playing downhill coming towards the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think one tribute is every week we're hearing different names, right? We have consistency. Right. Our defense is setting the tone. Our offensive line is doing a tremendous job. But then we're hearing different guys step up each week and kind of make those plays. That's a tribute to what y'all are doing every day and then working hard every day at practice.
Zion Robinson having all those tackles, that's a huge credit to him. He's a kid that, practices hard, plays hard, does everything we ask him to do. Just a really, really good kid. The opportunity, started the outside linebacker. We had those injuries. We shifted him inside. So, game 1 against Saltillo, when he got kind of thrown in the fire, it's not something he got reps at a whole lot. He practices it some, but he was primarily our outside linebacker. And so some things that, he wasn't quite as accustomed to, took him a little while to get adjusted. I think now, after 2 weeks of getting to practice it, you're going to see him start doing better and better. So we're excited about that.
Ethan Conley with a big fumble recovery earlier in the game. That's an offensive lineman that's playing a little bit of defense and coming in and picking up the fumble for you.
Ethan's just reliable. He does a great job for us on the offensive line. He's consistent with his snaps. When we throw him out there at D-line, he does what he's supposed to do. He does his job. He's a leader on the team. Couldn't say enough positive stuff about Ethan Conley.
Well, you have anything else, David?
Well, I got a little bit. Anyway, we didn't give up.
Don't rush a stat man.
Hey, we didn't give up a defensive touchdown this past week. We had a kickoff return for a touchdown, and they had a field goal. So you got to be proud of your defense to keep a team out of the end zone.
Well, like you said, you talked earlier about our 3rd down conversion. Eventually, we were able to stop them, hold them outside the end zone. It was kind of a bend but don't break mentality. And sure, we want to hold them to less yards than that. But like I said, they had a really good athletic quarterback and number 5 that could roll. So you just had to try to contain him. They were going to do some things. He's going to make some guys miss. So like I said, credit those guys for buckling down when they got near the goal line and keeping them out for sure.
I think one of those guys, I know I was standing over on the sideline talking to their head track coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of those guys is like one of the fastest runners in the state in
number 5.
their
Like I said, he
classification.
can go.
So there's no doubt
Right.
he's not going to slow down much once you put pads on him, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a fast guy. You got to make sure you corral him. I think he did get loose on the kickoff return. That's who returned the kickoff on us. We just got to do a better job. We had a couple opportunities to make the tackle. Didn't really quite lay out. Had a bigger gap than needs to be on the middle right there. And when you kick it and you see it, you can see that gap forming. We got to do a better job of closing that up, and that's something we work on all the time. They're going to do a better job of that next time.
Grayson Alexander, perfect on the season.
Man's perfect.
Right. Carrying on from last year.
He's a phenomenal young kicker. His legs only going to get stronger and stronger. But as far as consistency, as far as accuracy, he's got a lot to offer, and he does a great job for us.
What did Coach Hammond call him? One of our previous coaches?
Golden toe.
Golden toe. Grayson's got a special leg and a lot of talent
toe back when I was in
But Grayson does a really good job for us. You'll see us on kickoff do some different things, just his soccer background and some of the things he can do. You'll also, like I said, just the accuracy that he brings to the table. He does a tremendous job. At some point he may miss one. He's got to be sharp enough.
Well, we're hoping he don't miss one.
We
That's
certainly don't
plan,
want him to,
right?
but he's a phenomenal young kicker, and I'm thankful that he's got 4 years to play for the Bulldogs.
Well, we're going to take it to a break, and we'll be right back to discuss this week's game versus Itawamba.
Itawamba, big game for the Bulldogs, absolutely.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Pam Brown for your personal price plan today.
Okay, we'd like to welcome you back to our show. Coach, we got a really good Itawamba team. The Indians are coming in here to Kitchens Field Friday night, right?
Itawamba historically, again, another really good team. Coach Clint Hoots has been there for a long time. A lot of success, year in and year out there in the mix in the playoffs. Do a good job. This year's a little different for them. They're 1-2. They've lost some guys. They lost to Caledonia in kind of a rain game that kind of played into Caledonia's hands. We saw Caledonia in the playoffs. They're going to do a triple option, wing tee type stuff that is pretty efficient, especially with the weather like that. Itawamba's going to try to spread the ball around a little bit more, throw the ball, so that played into Caledonia's hands, so they lost a close one there. And then a good Lafayette team beat them this past week. So don't let 1-2 surprise you, or deceive you. They're still a really good football team.
Yeah, gone from that team last year, Isaac Smith, which I think is playing at Mississippi State. I've seen him on a couple of games, but they had a phenomenal senior class this past year. It's kind of hard to replace those guys, and Coach Hoots is seeing that this year.
You don't replace a guy like Isaac Smith, like you said, and it wasn't just him. They had some other guys. The outside linebacker there was a phenomenal player they lost also. So, they're down a little bit from that. They got a lot of good guys. So a lot of the D linemen, we talked about earlier, are back. Defensively, I think they're a really sound football team. And offensively, they're still good.
Well, they got one kid that's got offers from some major universities, right? So they still got some talent over there for sure.
So like I said, don't let it deceive you. They're still a very good football team. You're talking about 53. He's got an offer and is committed to Oklahoma, I believe.
Yeah, that's big time football right there.
They've got last year they had Isaac Smith go anywhere in the country he wanted to go to play football. This year they've got him, can go anywhere in the country that he wants to play football. So not overly that common for 4A programs to have those guys year in and year out. But the left tackle's a good job. Does a good job. He's 6'7". He's a wide frame, long. Just does a good job for us. The right tackle's a good player as well. So I don't think they're as sound in the middle of the offensive line as they have been in the past. So I think that's something that Jackson Howard and those two inside linebackers can take into effect. But then they've got some guys on the edge. Number 1 and number 5 are some players that we've got to make sure we corral. I think 1 is probably their best athlete, and 5 is a speedster that that's going to run in inside. And if he breaks it, he can go as well.
Series between New Albany and Itawamba. Itawamba leads it. New Albany has 6 wins to 19 losses. Last victory for the Bulldogs was in 2011.
Yeah, so 12 years there. I think
We're gonna fix that Friday night.
It's been a little while. I remember year 1. I think it was. They talked to him about it. New Albany hadn't beat them in 8 years. What are you going to do about it? Well, we're going to try to show up every time. We're going to try to beat them. So nothing's different. We're going to try to beat them. We think we're certainly capable of that. We've got a good football team, and so we're excited about the opportunity. But yeah, that's something that's a tradition we want to get away from. We want to stop it right now for sure.
We mentioned a couple of games they'd played. They beat New Hope earlier in the year, 36-14. In that game, I show them with 30 rushes for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the passing side, 9 of 17 for 152 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mentioned the Caledonia game. It was a loss, 23-21. They only had 20 yards rushing, so I thought that was kind of unique. Passing, they were 18 for 27 for 254 yards and 3 touchdowns and an interception. So a little bit of run in one game, then a little bit of passing in the other, so it kind of makes you have to prepare for all of it.
Michael Campbell is their offensive coordinator. I worked with Michael at Tupelo for a little while, really good play caller. He's going to be similar to some of the things we try to do offensively. He's going to take what defenses are giving you, try to exploit some of those things, try to create matchups. You'll see some different formation stuff through him. He's always going to week 1 or when you play him, going to come out with some kind of little special, whether it's quads or whether it's, I think the first play against Lafayette was a reverse pass that went for a touchdown. So Coach Murphy and our defense going to have to be a good job playing sound. Talk to them all the time about doing their job, not getting sucked in, trying to do more than they're supposed to. So we're going to have to be sound. They're going to try to throw hitches and snag routes and trying to read concepts. They're going to give the ball to number 5 and number 1 inside, running fold and some power stuff and seeing what he can do there. We just got to be sound. I think our defensive line is certainly up for the challenge. I think those inside linebackers with the practice we've had are getting better and better. They've got to do a good job, like I said, playing forward, stepping up and filling holes. And our DB's got to be ready because they're going to try to throw the ball and air it out some too. So a good challenge for our defense. Like I said, I'm excited about it.
Well, I think one thing you said earlier, opportunity. This is another opportunity for our guys to step up and kind of make some plays and win a home football game, right?
What more can you ask for, right? You're 2-0, getting to play at home versus a good football team. It's definitely something to be excited about.
Quarterback I've got is number 3, Wood. He's a junior. Show him 27 for 244 yards. He's got 404 yards on the season passing with 6 touchdowns and an interception. Noticing some of their players, they're still fairly young, kind of like we are. Got a lot of juniors that are playing spotty with some seniors, but
pretty good mix.
Yeah, pretty good mix.
Yeah, he's a guy that's got a offer or a commitment to TCU to play baseball players. The quarterback's got a baseball background, really good baseball player. Noticed him last year. They had a really good quarterback last year, number 7. Just out here pregame, them throwing the ball around. I said, man, they had 2 of them that were throwing the ball a little bit well. So this is him a year later as the starting quarterback. So I think he does a good job. He's definitely an athletic and can throw the ball down the field. They're going to do some concepts, whether they're double moves, or trying to get us, like I said, a safety, a little corner post action that they scored off of against Caledonia. They ran it several times. They do some scissor concept stuff where they're crossing receivers. It's going to be a good challenge. Like I said, there's something that our DBs every day at practice are seeing those same routes. If they put it on film and we've seen it, they're seeing it at practice every day. So, just excited about it, but a very good player in the quarterback.
A lot of defensive guys. They got a couple of guys that were leading tacklers for them last season. Number 1, Harris, you mentioned him on the offensive side of the ball. He's also a linebacker. Last year, 117 tackles. Through this year, first couple of games, he's got 9 tackles for this season. And number 11, Walters, another junior linebacker. Last year had 132 tackles. This year already over almost 30 tackles on his first 2 games.
You're going to very quickly find 11. You know, he's going to be a 6'2", 215-pound kid that just stands out based on his size. The other thing you're going to see is him cover the field. He runs extremely well for a big guy. You know, and I think that's the strength of the team. Number one, he plays safety. He's moved back from that outside linebacker position, moved back and playing safety this year. But he's also off the field some because he's playing offense. I think the difference this year's team versus teams they've had in the past, they've got more guys playing both ways. You know, you're going to see one at safety and at running back and receiver. You know, 0 is an inside linebacker to go along with 11. You're also going to see him tote the football. So when you do that, you got to rest him somewhere, sometime, a lot of times. So, but going back to the number 11, he's a tremendous player. That number 0 is a Shumpert kid. It's 0. Everybody knows that Shumpert name. You know, so 11 and 0 are really good inside linebackers. All those D linemen are coming back. They're there. Some of those guys will also play offensive line. So, you know, that's something that they haven't had to do in the past a lot. I think where they're weaker than they have been is on the edge. That outside linebacker at corner, at safety, the number 2 guy is the other safety. Don't think he's as good a player as number 1. Not to mean that they can't make plays, but they're not as strong there as I think they have been in the past, just based on the film.
Yeah, you mentioned some of their defensive linemen. I've got 75 is Johnson, 74 is Agnew, and 30 is Craig, and 63 is Long. So I've got 2 juniors and 2 seniors.
Yeah, and you'll see a number 28 bump in there as well. He's a younger kid too. But yeah, some of those guys play on both sides of the ball. Just think a lot of those guys had a lot of playing time last year. They're coming back this year a year older. It's going to be a good task for offensive line. Like I said, you know, we're going to go into the game taking what they give us, doing some things to create matchups and opportunities. But we always want to be able to run in between the tackles. You know, you want to establish some type of running game. So that's what we're challenging our offensive line to do. You know, they got to block those interior 5, those 3 down linemen, those 2 inside linebackers. You know, we've got 5 guys, they got 5. It's man on man. We got to make sure we can put a hat on a hat.
No, we said number 3 is Wood, I think, is the quarterback. Isn't that right?
Yes.
What kind of guy is he? A pocket guy? Is he a get out and run guy? Is
He's an athletic guy. I mean, he's gonna move the pocket some. He can do it all. He's not gonna just try to tuck the ball and run all the time. But you know, there was a big play where Lafayette had a rusher off the edge this past week, kind of hit him on his back shoulder. He was able to spin out of it and run for a first down, which what should have been a kill shot, should have been 3rd and long, turned into a first down with just his athleticism. So a very good overall quarterback is what I would say. I don't think he's specifically a runner, not specifically a pocket passer. He's pretty balanced in the way he plays.
Okay. Should be an exciting ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think, like I said, offensively, we go in, we're going to challenge the offensive line to control the line of scrimmage, control the box, and then we're going to try to get the ball to our playmakers. DJ Robinson, Caleb Shaw, Caleb Shumpert, Jeb Boland, those guys are all capable of catching the ball, making things happen. You know, we tell them all the time, when the ball's thrown their way, we need special things to happen. You know, so we're looking for those special plays. You know, we think they're totally capable of it. You'll see Isaiah Simpson again. He'll rotate in some. On the defensive side of the ball, it's a challenge to our box. Hey, we're down 2 linebackers. We've got 2 very capable young guys in there. You'll play forward, defensive line. We know you're a strength of our team. You've got a guy committed to Oklahoma.
No doubt.
You know, how's Jaden Hicks going to play against a kid that's 6'7" and going to Oklahoma? Well, the thing about Jaden Hicks is he's extremely fast. You know, he's one of our best football players, and you know, I think it's something for him to get excited about. How many times in your high school career do you get to play with that guy that's 6'7" and is committed to Oklahoma? So it's a huge test for Jaden. On the other side, Emmanuel Tucker will be back. You know, we think he's going to do a good job for us. And then, like I said, we've been very impressed with Jackson Howard. So we're confident that those defense linemen can get after him as well. And then in the back end, we got to do our job. We got to be where we're supposed to be. We got to be in the right coverage. We got to communicate those things. And then, you know, on special teams, you put it all together, right? You try to win all 3 phases of the game. We've done a really good job kicking the ball and punting the ball. We got to clean up kickoff team. You know, we can't have gaps in it. We can't give up a big play in special teams. And then we want to try to gain an edge there when we can too. So I think they've had a good, you know, we didn't play last week. They've had a good week off. They've gotten to practice. So we've had 2 weeks in preparation. You know, this week earlier, the week's been good practice. So I'm just excited and ready for Friday night.
One thing I can tell you, I don't know about y'all, but I've looked at the forecast. We're getting some football weather. This is great, right?
It's definitely that Saltillo game. I think the Saltillo game was one of the hottest games, you know, that we've coached in. You know, it's definitely different out here right now. And so I know the kids, coaches, everybody's enjoying this fall weather.
Well, I'm hearing kickoff is supposed to be about 81, 80.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great night here at Kitchens Field to come out and support these Bulldogs. And, hey, we're 2-0.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, that's all you can ask for after, you know, 2 games being 2-0. You know, after the 3rd game, we want to be 3-0. So that's the plan.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for tuning in today for Inside New Albany Football. I'm Paul Henry with David Good. Brought to you, Coach Cody Stubblefield, brought to you by
Gumtree Mortgage, Jody Walls, Brady Brock, and then Pam Brown State Farm. Again, both businesses do a tremendous job. They support us in a lot of ways, not just the Coach Show, but we greatly appreciate everything they do for us.
Yep. Thank you, and go Dogs.
Here at Pam Brown State Farm, we are so excited to sponsor Inside New Albany Football with Coach Cody Stubblefield. We have served New Albany for a quarter of a century, and we are so proud to continue to serve this wonderful community far into the future. We look forward to a fantastic season for Coach Stubblefield and the Bulldogs. Good luck, and go Dogs!
Midfield tonight, the captains for your Bulldogs, the number 52, Ethan Conley,
leading tackler
number
for the
18,
Bulldogs
Portland
this year.
Earl, number
so
35,
far.
Jaden Hicks, and number 2, Braden Shepard.
If I can find my page here, it'll help out. Leading the tackler is Zion Robinson, playing linebacker. Got has a couple of injuries in there, so he's in the game. 15 tackles on the season. Number 2 tackler is Jeb Bolin, coming from his free safety spot with 14. McCollin Cameron had a big game, first game of the year. Had several tackles there. He's the number 3 guy. And Parker Skinner there in the middle of the linebackers got 9 tackles on the season. So pretty well spread around for the guys, and doing a good job, and looking forward to this ball game tonight. Hopefully we can put win in the victory column. It's been, Keith mentioned it's been a while. I believe the last time we had beat Itawamba was 2011, if my stats are correct. So anyway, and I stand to be corrected on that.
Well, it's like we talked about, David, it's a big game, and you know, that's all in the rearview mirror. We got to take care of business tonight, and I look for our team to do it. The captains just met at midfield. Captains for the Bulldogs were number 2, Braden Shettles, number 18, Cortland Earl, number 35, Jaden Hicks, and number 52, Ethan Conley. Bulldogs did win the toss, and they deferred to the second half, so Itawamba is going to get the football first. Defense for the Bulldogs will be on the field.
I want to remind everybody you're listening to WNAU 1470 AM. Also can pick the game up, WNAU.com, live streaming, and the New Albany Journalism Department live streaming the game on YouTube. Just go to New Albany High School and you'll find the football game there. That's Chris Russell heading that journalism department up. He's got Jimena Perez, Joseph Smithy, and Cooper Dodge working with him tonight. And they always do a great job if you'd like to watch the football game as the Bulldogs come out and hit the field.
Kurt getting ready for this one. This kickoff and all kickoffs is brought to you by Northeast Mississippi Community College. They're beginning their 75th year of athletic excellence. Right now, the Tiger football team is 2-0, coming off of a victory on Thursday night with Pearl River beating them 19-3. If you want to keep up with Tiger Athletics, you can go to www.nemcathletics.com for a complete schedule. You can also watch Northeast football all season on nemcctv.com.
We're just about ready to get it underway. Paul Henry is down on the sideline tonight for us, as he is for all home games. Paul, looks like the Bulldogs are ready to play some football tonight.
Yeah, a lot of energy down here on the field, and look like we're going to put on a good show tonight.
I like the uniforms. Have we talked about the uniforms?
No, we hadn't.
The Bulldogs have got their white helmets on as usual, maroon jerseys, white pants. Itawamba has the black helmets, white jerseys, and the black pants. So field looks great. It's a great night for football, guys.
It really is. I tell you what, you mentioned the field, Keith. It looks as good as I've ever seen it, I think. I mean, you didn't know better. It looks like that turf that we saw up at Corinth.
It really does. It looks great.
It's cut really tight as well. So I was down there on it earlier this week.
As we stated, the Bulldogs won the toss, elected to kick and defer to the second half, so we'll be kicking off. Alexandra tee it off at the 40-yard line. And we are just about ready to get underway, and we're going to wind up with a pretty good crowd here tonight. Still some people filing in, and we are just about ready to get it underway. Number 2 back deep for the Indians.
That's not Cameron Smith, though. Wilson.
High towering kick fielded at the 11-yard line out to the 15 to the 20. Got a little opening, tripped up at the 25 and falls down at the 30. And we're underway here from New Albany High School.
Big tackle right there, Kurt, by Parker Skinner. Just caught him. There was a hole opening up, and Parker caught him and brought him down. So that was a big play right there by Parker.
That was number 2, Wilson, on the return for the Indians. A beautiful night for football here in New Albany. The temperatures are finally broken somewhat, and we may actually have to turn this air conditioner off before the night's over.
I hope not.
Wood works at quarterback for the Indians, worked with the 2-back set. Now he sets a man in motion, left to right. Back to pass is Wood. He's under pressure. He throws a little screen pass, got a little bit of running room, picks up a block. Got some running room at midfield, finally taken down from behind by number 11 for the Bulldogs, Cameron, but not until he gets a big first down. The Bulldogs were coming hard with the press. Perfect play call by the Indians.
You're right, Kurt. Really good play call, and they executed it really well. Bulldogs were aggressively coming after the quarterback, Wood, and big play for the Indians.
Wood works with a back set to his left flank. He's got an H-back up in front. Handed off straight ahead. Hit by Skinner, number 5, after a gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Just off the left side there, Kurt, running a straight little dive there behind the big guy that a lot of people have talked about, number 53, their offensive tackle, and good job by the Bulldogs to hold him to 3 yards.
David was telling me prior to the game that number 53 is committed to Oklahoma.
Wow.
And I know their quarterback is committed to TCU in baseball. He's a junior, back to pass, looking. Fires a bullet, it's going to be incomplete. Shot it away, it was well covered by DJ Robertson, number 4.
Kurt, I don't really know. There was 2 receivers out there, and I don't know if he threw it behind one of them or he's short of the other, but either way, it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 yards to go.
Big play for the Bulldogs.
Wood looks at the sideline, gets his instructions, and talks to his offensive line. Now he sets them in place. 3 receivers wide to the right, brings one of them in motion. It might have turned up field too early. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. And that's DJ Robinson coming off the right edge. Dropping back right to midfield. It'll be 4th down, and the Indians will check the punting team on.
Good job there. Great call by Coach Murphy and his staff on the defense there. Brought a little blitz with DJ, and wasn't anybody out there to block. DJ did a really good job of getting him on the ground. Good job there on the first drive by the Bulldog defense.
Jeb Bolin lands up along the 11-yard line. Snap is back, punts away. High punt. It's going to be short. I think it's going to go out of bounds. It bounced about the 24-yard line. We have to see if they're going to come back up with it. They should. They're not going to mark it right there, I don't think.
I think they're going to get them on about the 23. Split the difference.
Well, it had to go out of bounds before it crossed the line, but they're going to mark it right there. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Well, nice job by the Bulldog defense.
No doubt about it, Kurt. Good job there. Again, the one big play, they ran the screen, and that was because we were being aggressive, and they just had a good call. But after that play, we really did a good job of defending, and now the offense is going to get it on our own 23. Big drive right here.
Braden Shettles leads his team out. He works with a 2-back set. That'll be Shaw and Simpson. Now he shifts Simpson over. We got movement along the line of scrimmage. That'll be on the Bulldogs. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Kurt, we were coming with a power set right there is what we were doing. It looked like we were fixing to run like snap it to the running back and kind of overload to the right side and try to run a sweep. And as you said, we had motion and
had a couple of guys look like they moved on that one.
It'll be 1st down and 15 as the Bulldogs send 3 receivers. wide to the right side of the field. That's the wide side of the field. Simpson will be the lone running back. Shettles looks at a 3-down lineman set with the linebackers coming hard. Flips it out to Shaw, sidesteps one tackle, hit it to 23-yard line, fumbled the football, and Itawamba's got it taken down at the 4-yard line, but I don't know if he took it from him or it popped out.
I think it popped out, Kurt, is what it looked like, and it was just a really good play, good run, and they just came over and made a good defensive play, popped the ball out, and they're going to have it inside our 5-yard line.
Indians have the football inside the 5-yard line at the 4, 1st and 10, as the Bulldogs commit a turnover down here in their own territory with 9:47 remaining, still in the first quarter.
And on the films that I watched 2 games of them, and that was their nemesis. They turned the ball over a lot, and obviously turnovers have a big part in football games, and that was a tough one for us right there.
Wood comes up to the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to have a timeout. We're going to take one with them. You're listening to Bulldog Football on the Sports Connection, WNAU.
Enjoy urgent care because people have an immediate problem when they come to me and they want to know what's going on and they want to know how it can be fixed, and so it's super rewarding when you figure out what's going on with the patient and you know how to fix them and you can provide them with a treatment regimen and they feel better. So it's rewarding on the front end figuring out the problem, but it's also rewarding on the back end whenever you know that you fix them and you help them and they're feeling better and you can kind of see how truly grateful they are for the care you provided.
1st and goal inside the Bulldog 5-yard line.
Wood is your quarterback. He works out of a shotgun formation. He's got a lone running back, number 5, Ashby back there. Now he gives it to a wing back on some misdirection. Hit hard at the 1-yard line. He'll be shy of the first down, but he's going to be awfully close.
Yeah, and they're running a little hurry up here, Kurt.
Yeah, they're going to go with a little tempo. The Bulldogs are set and ready. Going to run the exact same play again. He dives forward. I don't know if they're going to give it to him or not. They're going to say he's short of it. Let's see where they mark it.
Going to be about the 1-yard line, I guess. Maybe just inside it.
Just inside I got about a half a yard to go is what they got. 3rd down and a half a yard for a touchdown. Wood looks at that Bulldog front. He hands it straight ahead. He's got a hole. He's got running room, and he's in the end zone.
Well, that time there was a big hole there, as you said, and he just was able to easily walk into the end zone. Tough break for the Bulldogs there to start the game off with a turnover there, but Itawamba was going to attempt the extra point to take a 7-0 lead.
Really walked in untouched.
Yep.
Snap is down. The hold is all good, and the Itawamba Indians take a 7-0 lead over the New Albany Bulldogs. 8:57 remaining. Back in 60 seconds.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times, too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
by DJ Robinson at the 10-yard line. He bobbles it out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So the Bulldogs will have their second possession of the game, 1st and 10 at the 13.
Well, unfortunate there, error. They're going to start in a hole a little bit here. But, again, breaks are a part of football. We had a bad break there, and now it's time to get this offense rolling.
Shumpert wide to the left. Bolin wide to the right. Snap back, and I mean Simpson's hit before he gets to the line of scrimmage by 2 Itawamba Indians. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard on it. It'd be 2nd and 10.
Well, I'm telling you, number 11 for them, that linebacker, it seems like he's been there forever. He is a good football player, and he made a play right there. Just came through, penetrated easily, and made a big play.
He really do. He came through. He's a linebacker, and he came through, looked apparently untouched.
Both linebackers came through untouched.
Shettles brings a man in motion, forward, left or right, hands it straight ahead. This time Simpson's got some running room, sidesteps a tackler out to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up 6 yards on it. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 3 for the Bulldogs. They picked up some running room off the left side that time.
I think they saw something evidently on the film, because what happened, you could see him shifting. They shifted Simpson over to the left, and then they shifted DJ, which took an Itawamba player with them.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shettles marks out some signals, try to pull the Indians offside. That didn't work. Now Simpson's going to move back into the backfield. He'll work off the left side. Twin receivers left and right for the Bulldogs. Shettles back to pass, fires a bullet to.
Wow.
Tried to get it to Bolin. It was almost intercepted.
It sure was almost intercepted. Guy made a really good play, number 13 for Itawamba. That's going to be Joy, Robert Joy, and got inside of Jeb, and fortunate he didn't catch the football.
It's a couple of times they've kind of jumped the route on us. I'm going to look for, see what happens. They're going to jump one up, and we're going to go deep on them if they don't watch out. Robinson on the punt for the Bulldogs. He's got a good snap and plenty of time, and he gets a high towering punt. Fair catch signal for and taken for at the 37-yard line. And that young man's done a magnificent job of punting the football for us all season long.
Man, that was a beautiful punt right there. That was just, I mean, one of those that gets up at the top and bends and goes straight down. A little like what we used to do in the yard, good back in the day.
Hillcrest.
How far was
South
it?
Acres. About 48 yards.
48-yard punt. That's not a fair catch. That's no roll involved.
No, sir. In the air.
7-0. Itawamba leads the football game. 7:18 remaining first quarter. As Woods brings his team out. They mark it right at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. And Wood worked with a 2-back set. He's back to pass. He's looking. He's under pressure. He's going to almost got hit. He's going deep. And the Bulldogs should get a flag for interference, and they do. What in the world is Shaw doing?
Flag on the play.
Well, we got a 15-yard penalty on top of it. I can tell you that. It was pass interference. I think it was DJ thought he was beaten. He was preventing a touchdown. That's really what you teach him to do. But the penalty, I'm not sure about what in the world Shaw was doing.
I didn't see it. I'd looked away, so I don't know.
He grabbed a man by the leg and started dragging him, and then kicked the ball across the field.
Wow.
I'm not sure what in the world that was all about. Nevertheless, it's going to be an incomplete pass, but it'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Indians.
And then another 15 after the personal foul.
Personal foul will be a dead ball, so we should wind up down around the 30-yard line in our territory, I think, by the time they get through marking this off. Yeah, they're still walking. Okay, they're at the 47. Now I think they're going to go 15 more, Keith.
They'll be to the 32 when they quit, won't they, Kurt?
Yep. Now they're going to mark off 15 more. And that's just the kind of stuff you can't have when you come out here and you turn the ball over and then you're going to get a 15-yard penalty for no reason. You can't have that if you're going to beat a good team.
No, you can't have that happen. I don't know.
Doesn't matter if it's at the Park Commission or the Southeastern Conference. You just can't do that and win in football.
We were so close to having Wood that time in the backfield, having him sacked, and they throw the ball deep. They'll do that a lot. They'll try it, and like you said, we were beat. We tried to stop him. You teach him to do that.
Woods hands it to his running back. Nowhere to go. Nice job by number 5, Skinner. Boy, he really did a nice job of filling the hole from his offside linebacker spot and dropped him for a loss of 1.
You said it, Kurt. That time Skinner did a great job of filling that hole and playing linebacker like you're supposed to right there.
That's the way you play it right there. Twin receivers left and right for the Indians. 2nd and 11. Bulldogs showing blitz, and they're going to blitz, but they're going to do it prior to the snap, I think. Looks like we're going to give them 5 yards. Remain 2nd down and to be 2nd and 7.
Well, again, we talked about it. I mean, a game like this against this opponent, those are the kind of things you just can't do right there and give them 3 yards.
Woods barks out the signals, fakes it to his running back, throws a bullet across the middle. Nice catch by the Indians, number 15. I don't know how he came up with it, but he did. He was all really covered. That's Prestige is Prestige. He came up with it. He was well covered, but I mean, he scooped it off the ground. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Wood back to pass, looking. He's got time. He's got a man open in the end zone, and he's going to complete it. And the Indians go up 13 to nothing.
That is a touchdown at Itawamba.
Just like that, Keith ran a little down and out, and right there, right at the goal line.
Well, I'm telling you, this quarterback for them, Wood, I noticed it all week when I was watching film on him. I mean, the kid that played quarterback for him last year was really good. But this guy right here, man, he can throw. He can throw it across the field. He can throw it deep. And he's also a runner. So really and truly good-looking kid and good catch there by Prestige.
Extra points good, 14 to nothing. Now we're going to hold it. We've got an illegal procedure on the Indians.
False start.
Back them up 5 yards and make them kick it again, but I don't think the 5 yards is going to be a factor. That ball almost made it to the track.
I think it almost went up. Almost took a train ride.
.551 remaining first quarter, 13 to nothing is the score. As the Bulldogs have kind of made a few mistakes here, dug a hole. And there's the kick. It's up, it's long, it's high, and it's good. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Itawamba 14, New Albany nothing.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Pam Brown for your personal price plan today.
Big thing there is we got it out to the 30-yard line. We're not inside our 20, and maybe we can get something going here. We've obviously fallen in a hole, made a few mistakes and obviously turnovers and penalties and those kind of things, but it's still early in the football game. We just got to get our offense going and get some points.
Well, that's exactly right. 5:41 into the remaining first quarter, 14-0 scoring. I don't think Itawamba's had really moved the ball at any. We gave them a 30-yard penalty on the one drive. Other than that, I think they moved the ball. Had a 4-yard drive for a touchdown, and I guess that last drive was actually from about the 32-yard line, if I remember right, after the penalty. So it's not like they're just driving the ball up and down the field on us. We're ready to get it back going. Shettles comes over, talks to coach, make sure they go on the same page as far as what we want to run. Robinson will work in a slot. Bolin will work wide out. That's on the right side, the short side, as they're discussing something with Simpson. Now they're set. Handoff back, Shettles back to pass. He's looking, he's trying to get it to Jeb Bolin. That's going to be pass interference if they call it. Had his hands all over him, and I mean no flag.
Well,
incomplete.
Good job by the guys up front that time. Gave Braden plenty of time to throw the football. Just really wasn't anybody open. It threw it to the right man. Jeb had his man beat. I'm like you, Kurt. I think the guy had his hand on Jeb, but no call there. 2nd down and 10.
Twin receivers left and right for the Bulldogs. Robertson comes in motion. Shaw fakes it to Simpson, fires it across the middle to Shaw. His forward progress is going to be about the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it just popped up there. Shaw was coming on a little bit of a slant there, and Braden did a good job of getting the ball to him quickly, and he slipped just a little bit. Going to pick up about 4 yards, though.
Indians work with a 3-down lineman set. Shettles back to pass, sets up a screen. He's got some running room, picks up a block, sidesteps a man out to the 48-yard line is Simpson. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Great play call right there, and a good job again by the offensive line. They're giving Braden all the time that he needs. Set it up perfectly. Good hard running there by Simpson, and Bulldog offense has got it on the move here.
We've got an Indian down on the field. We're going to take a 60-second break. You're listening to New Albany Bulldog football.
Enjoy urgent care because people have an immediate problem when they come to me and they want to know what's going on and they want to know how it can be fixed, and so it's super rewarding when you figure out what's going on with the patient and you know how to fix them and you can provide them with a treatment regimen and they feel better. So it's rewarding on the front end figuring out the problem, but it's also rewarding on the back end whenever you know that you fixed them and you help them and they're feeling better and you can kind of see how truly grateful they are for the care you provided.
Take it away. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 48-yard line. First down of the ball game for the Bulldogs, I believe, as Shettles had Simpson in a pistol formation. Now he moved him to the right. Hands it straight ahead, a little bit of running room. Got 3, maybe 4 yards out of tough running up in there by Simpson. Remind everybody you can listen to the ball game on WNAU.com streaming, or go to YouTube and put in New Albany High School. You can watch the ball game and listen to us as you're watching. That's New Albany High School on your computer. That's Chris Russell in the journalism department do that great job every Friday night. Shettles tosses it on the little pitch sweep to Shaw, and I mean, he just got nowhere to go. He got the line of scrimmage, he tried to cut it back across, just nowhere to go.
Well, Itawamba did a really good job, as they say, of sealing the end there. There just wasn't anywhere to go. It was a good play call. It looked like something might develop, and the defensive end over here did a really good job of turning him back in, and there were Indians everywhere there, and going to bring up 3rd down and 7 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
Shaw, Robinson, and Bolin come wide to the right. Shettles has time. He's looking. He's trying to get it to Bolin. Overshot him. Threw it a little bit high. It's hard to. Jeb tried to get up and get it. Just couldn't come down with it. Have to check Robinson in to punt it away.
Yep, and the last time that Johnson punted the football, he did a really good job of punting the football. And again, here we are. We don't want to be punting, but that's what we're doing. And
Prestige. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Yep. Prestige back deep along the 15-yard line for the Indians. Now we've got a timeout by the Bulldogs. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times, too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're gonna celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
All right, take it away.
The punt by Johnson fielded at the, looks like around the 15-yard line, and I called him Robertson. This Johnson is the New Albany punter. I don't know where I came up with Robertson from, but nevertheless, it's Johnson, and he's doing an excellent job punting the football.
That's probably your first mistake you ever made on the radio.
That's it.
Well, I can tell you, his name's Johnson, and he's hit 2 good punts, I can tell you that. But I'd just soon if he could stay over there on the sideline a little bit. We need some points for sure.
Woods and the Itawamba Indians have the football at the 15-yard line. Hands it straight ahead, nowhere to go. He's taken down immediately at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to tell you, we got a little bit shoving it. I don't know what the deal is with these two teams. It seems like we had the same thing last year, but nothing really bad, but just a little bit of extra shoving going on.
Well, good job that time by Jaden Hicks and Cortland Earl on our right side of our defense of plugging that up.
Wood is back to pass. He's got all day. Fires a deep one. He's got a man, and he completes it. Spins away from a tackler. It's a foot race to the end zone. Let me tell you, Shaw can't come up, can't catch him. Shaw was gaining on him, but just could not get him. And now we're going to go down 20-0, and this is not shaping up like we're playing.
No, it's not, and we did a good job there. We had pressure on him. I mean, Jaden Hicks hit him as he let the ball go. I'm telling you, the quarterback for Itawamba is just he's a good football player. He put that thing right on the money, and a good catch by the receiver for them. Good running, and as you said, we got 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter, and Itawamba is going to attempt a extra point here to make it 21-0.
Ball was on the 15-yard line. That should have been an 85-yard touchdown pass.
Unsportsmanlike conduct in the receiver.
We do have a penalty on Itawamba for unsportsmanlike conduct, so I guess that'll happen on the kickoff.
I'll tell you, Shaw can fly.
Man, he looked like DK Metcalf that time, chasing that guy down the field.
Extra point is good, 21-0 back in 60 seconds.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Pam Brown for your personal price plan today.
At the 24-yard line, out to the 30, to 35, to 40. Picks up a block, cuts it back in, still on his feet. Across midfield, taken down to the 47-yard line. DJ Robinson on the return.
And we talked about the penalty before. They did get a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, which moved the kick back, which made it short. So the Bulldogs are going to have possession in Itawamba's territory at their 47-yard line, trailing the football game 21-0 with 1:56 left in the first quarter.
Bulldogs and the offensive staff discussing it along the sideline. And we're going to have to get some points on the board and try to work our way back into this football game. Robinson and Bowling wide to the right. Shumpert wide to the left. Going to work Hicks in as an H-back, trying to go to a kind of a power set. Now we got a timeout, and that's going to be timeout by the Bulldogs. Back in 60 seconds.
Timeout in the Albany.
Enjoy urgent care because people have an immediate problem when they come to me and they want to know what's going on and they want to know how it can be fixed, and so it's super rewarding when you figure out what's going on with the patient and you know how to fix them and you can provide them with a treatment regimen and they feel better. So it's rewarding on the front end figuring out the problem, but it's also rewarding on the back end whenever you know that you fixed them and you help them and they're feeling better and you can kind of see how truly grateful they are for the care you provided.
The play was designed to go into the middle of the field. There just wasn't really anything there. And Keelan hobbling back to the huddle or back to his position. Got something going on with his right ankle, I think, but he's going to stay in there and fight through it.
Hicks will work as an H-back, trying to get a little extra power blocking in there. And the handoff goes to Simpson right behind Hicks. He works hard to get 2 yards out of it. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2. And there's just not a lot of running in the middle of that Itawamba defense.
Yeah, they got a couple of good linebackers. They got good guys up front. And, but I do know that we're going to have to still run the football. We can't just throw it every play, that's for sure.
Should be in 2-down territory here, so really can run 2 running plays here and try to get this 1st down. Bowling shifts Simpson from left to right, hands it to him. Got a little bit of a hold. He's got a 1st down to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, good job there. Just ran a little trap play, pulled the left guard to left tackle over to the right side and able to get the 1st down. Big 1st down, clock running, under 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Shuttles back to pass, fires a bullet, almost picked off again that time, trying to throw a little quick route to Shumpert. And these guys are jumping the route, boys. I don't know how in the world they're getting away with it, but they're almost stepping in front of every pass we throw.
Well, that was a longer throw over to the left side, and Braden it didn't get there as quickly as maybe it should or could have, because the guy he was 4 yards off of Shumpert and came up and swatted it down.
2nd and 10. Fakes a handoff to Simpson, rolls to his left. Shettles does look, and he's under pressure, and he's taken down hard. Going to lose a yard, maybe 2 on it. Just couldn't find the receiver.
Well, he rolled out, like you say, to his left. His intention was to get somebody in the flat over there, I think, and it just wasn't anybody open, so he kept holding on to the ball, waiting for something to develop, and Itawamba's 2 linebackers closed fast and just nothing there. Looks like we got a penalty on the play, though. Okay. It's going to be a face mask on them. It's going to be a big play. Give us a first down.
Take it down to about the 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs keep Hicks in as kind of an H-back. End of the quarter, 21-0. Itawamba leads the game. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times, too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
1-0. Got the football at the 22-yard line of Itawamba with a 1st and 10 as we get ready to start this second quarter.
Well, state the obvious here, guys. I'm starting the second quarter down 21-0. This is a huge drive for the Bulldogs.
I hear you, Captain Obvious.
I believe Shettles is changing the play along the line of scrimmage. He sees something. And if he sees the same thing I do, everybody's up in the box. He fakes the pantom. There's Shumpert wide open. Touchdown! And that time they jumped the route, but they jumped it one time too many. Pump fake, and there's Shumpert wasn't. You could just see it the whole first quarter. I mean, they were jumping our routes, and that time he bit on it, and Bulldogs get on the scoreboard.
Well, great call there, Coach Saul, because you're right. That's exactly what happened, and they have been doing it the whole time. Great call by our coaching staff. Great execution by the guys. And big drive right there. Get some points on the board.
Alexandra come in for your Tallahatchie Gourmet extra point. Go by Tallahatchie Gourmet every day at lunch, Monday through Saturday. Delicious plate lunches. Alexander's point is up.
For Grayson Alexander.
It's long and it's good. I thought he had missed it. It didn't look like his typical extra point, but it's good. Bulldogs on the scoreboard, 21-7. We'll hold it right here. And that time, Keith, the Bulldogs offensive staff, couldn't have called a better play.
No, I agree. It was a great call. And, we've made some mistakes, but, we're moving the ball. We're running the ball some. Again, I said it. I told you and David, this is a good Itawamba football team. I know they're 1-2, but they had 5 turnovers against Caledonia and had multiple turnovers against Lafayette. But we're a good football team, too. We just got to get this thing back to within 7 points at halftime, and then we'll be fine. But we just can't let them continue to have big plays, and we can't continue to have big penalties that help with those big plays.
Got a score to pass along to you. Just came in from Chevron shortstop, located right across the street from New Albany High School, now serving full-time breakfast, full plate lunch every morning. Go by Chevron shortstop. North Panola leads Senatobia 14-6. That's a second quarter score.
Get ready for an onside
onside kick attempt, and I think the Bulldogs may have got it. An Indian had it, but I think they've got it, Keith.
I think Itawamba got it, but we were so close to getting it. We had DJ. We ran DJ back over here to the sideline, and I thought they were fixing to kick it over here, and they just kicked it straight ahead, and Itawamba was able to get on it. They're going to have possession of the football to start this drive with 11:47 left in the second quarter. They're going to start it at their own 38-yard line.
11:47 remaining in the second quarter. We got a few scores coming in from Chevron. We'll see what we've got coming, if there's any local scores that we've got. There goes Woods on the keeper. He's going to get 11 yards and a first down.
We got a penalty flag, though. It's coming back. I believe we got holding on Itawamba.
Cleveland Central leads South Haven 6-0. That's a first quarter score. Cleveland's got a pretty good ball club this year. North Panola 14, Senatobia 6, as we stated a few minutes ago.
Holding on Itawamba.
Barterman leads Faulkner 14-6. All of these are second quarter scores.
Big penalty right there for Itawamba, because that was I'm telling you, the young man, their quarterback Woods, is a good player. And that time he just kept the football around the corner and had some holding in the middle of the field.
East Webster leads Baldwin 21-0. That's in the second quarter. And Choctaw County 14, Winona 7. That's a first quarter score. Brought to you by Chevron Shortstop. Go by and see Elizabeth and Mandy every morning for a delicious breakfast.
Thought we had an interception right there. Jeff, he threw the ball so hard behind the guy, Jeff couldn't get to it quick enough, but just a slant route right there that almost had a chance to pick that one off.
Second and 22 for the Indians.
7 yards line.
Very important series right here for the Bulldog defense.
No doubt about it. We need to get the football back.
Snap is back. It's a little bit low. Wood picks it up. He's got some running room off the right side out to the 35-yard line. Gained about 6 on it. It'll still be third down and about 13. Nice job of not giving up the big play by the Bulldog defense.
Good job there by the linebacking crew that time to get in there and make the play. And as you said, Kurt, it's going to be third down and about 13 yards to go. Just don't give up anything big here. Get them to punt the football, and let's get our offense back out there.
Wood sends a man in motion, winds up with an empty back in the backfield. Under pressure, oh, he was going to go. They got a timeout called just in time because the Bulldogs had a stun on and they were really coming. And I see what it was. Now they're going to find out we were offsides.
Offsides.
Marked 5 yards off. I wondered how we got back there so quick. I found out. Give them 5 yards and now make it 13 and 9 yards to go. Itawamba nursing a 14-point lead. They're in no hurry. They're taking their time.
Oh, it's over.
Snapped it over Woods' head. He dives on, falls on the ball back at the 18-yard line. But a nice play by the Bulldog defense to bring up a fourth down. Itawamba will have to punt the football away.
Good job there by the defense. That was a big series right there. Good job by Jaden Hicks. He had pressure coming, and the ball, it would have been real easy for him that time just to jump on top of the quarterback, which would have been unnecessary, but just trying to go for the ball. He just jumped right over him, and good discipline by him. Good possession by the defense.
Jeb Bolin back deep for the Bulldogs at the 43-yard line as the Indians check in another man along the line of scrimmage for their punt team. Snap is back. This time he gets a nice punt away. Jeb's going to catch it at the 43-yard line. Turn upfield. He's at midfield. Hit at midfield. Breaks one tackle. Still on his feet. Got out to the 45-yard line. We've got a flag come flying in, and usually that's going to be a hold on the receiving team. We just have to wait and see. Yeah. Usually what it is when it comes flying in like that on a kick return.
You got it.
That's what it's going to be. So it'll be 10 yards from the point of the infraction. Let's see exactly where that's going to wind up.
But it's still on. We're still going to be inside.
Just about the 48-yard line where we're going to be. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. We'll send it down to Paul Henry. Paul, big series for the Bulldogs right here.
I can tell you, I think about anything that could go wrong went wrong that first quarter, but we still got a lot of energy on the sideline down here, and I know guys are going to scrape and claw and get back in this ball game.
Well, and this is a huge possession, as we all know, Kurt. We got 9:21 left, but we got good field position, and we've got good positive vibes from the last possession that we had the football.
Simpson checked it as a receiver working on the wide side of the field for the Bulldogs. As Shettles looks over a 3-down lineman set. Fakes the handoff one way, gives it to Simpson inside, nowhere to go. Slammed down by number 1.
Keelan Simpson on a carry gain of 1. Play for 49.
Gained 1 yard on it.
Just not a lot there, Kurt. We were running a trap play is what we were doing, and we had some good blocks, and we had one block that was missed, and just not able to get anything out of it.
Shaw working as a slot. Shumpert wide to the left. Back to pass to Shettle. He's under pressure. He better dump it off. He does, and Shaw wasn't ready. He's going to pick it off, and he's going to go all the way. Is what he's going to do. No flags on the play, and I mean, Shettle was under heavy pressure. He threw the football before Shaw had gotten turned around, and just as Shaw was turning around, hit him in the shoulder pads, bounced off to the races down the sideline, and the Indians go up 27-7.
Yeah, my bad there, Kurt. I got fanned up there, and just you called it right. This is exactly what happened. I mean, the pressure was coming on Braden, and Shaw turned around, and as soon as he turned around, the ball hit him and bounced straight up in the air. Just a gift for Itawamba to run it back for a touchdown.
Itawamba's extra points up. It's long, it's high, it's good. They go up 28-7, back in 60 seconds.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Pam Brown for your personal price plan today.
Kurt, we got this kickoff is brought to you by Northeast Mississippi Community College. Northeast football team has started out 2-0. Their next home game, they host Itawamba on September the 21st. If you want to watch that game, if you can't attend, you can watch it on nemcctv.com.
Robertson fields it at the 5, out to the 10 to the 15, picks up a block at the 20. Going to be taken down at the 32-yard line. Good field position for the Bulldogs.
Well, kind of like Paul said, you feel like everything that has gone wrong, could go wrong, has gone wrong for the Bulldogs tonight. And again, we've got 8 minutes and 23 seconds left to move this thing down the field and try to get some points, get it in the end zone, and get it back within reason.
Next week's opponent, Pontotoc, leads North Pontotoc 14-0. That's a second quarter score.
Local community events, schools, and
Starkville 7, Louisville 3, second quarter.
We invest in Northeast Mississippi. B&A Bank, local, invested, modern banking.
And all those scores brought to you by Chevron Shortstop, just across the street from New Albany High School. Shettles gets his team set. Going to work with Hicks in as a H-back. Now we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Enjoy urgent care because people have an immediate problem when they come to me and they want to know what's going on and they want to know how it can be fixed, and so it's super rewarding when you figure out what's going on with the patient and you know how to fix them and you can provide them with a treatment regimen and they feel better. So it's rewarding on the front end figuring out the problem, but it's also rewarding on the back end whenever you know that you fix them and you help them and they're feeling better and you can kind of see how truly grateful they are for the care you provided.
Game of 9.
All right, take it away.
All right, there we go. Simpson up the middle. He's going to get 10 yards on the carry. Nice hard running by Simpson up the middle. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Good job, Kurt, by the guys up front. Good hole there. Keelan did a good job of running hard through the hole. Picked up the first down.
Bad snap, and the Bulldogs get on it. Shettles tried to get on it. Simpson did get on it. Back the Bulldogs up about 8 yards, 9 yards on it. It'll be 2nd down. It's a matter we just called it 2nd and 20.
Well, the 10 we got on 1st down, we gave it up there, and going to be in 2nd and long. 7:30 left in the first half. Itawamba leads the football game 28-7.
Shettles back to pass, sets up a screen, got a man, he's got some running room. That's Hicks refusing to come down. He's got it back out to the 44-yard line. Hicks working as an H box, set up a screen. A nice job of running the football by Hicks.
Got the big man involved in the offense there. We took Keelan and put him in motion out towards the Itawamba sideline, and as you said, Hicks was lined up as the H-back. Ran a screen to him, really good play call. 3rd down and about 8 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
Snap a little bit low. Shettles has got it. He's got all day. He's looking. He threw it deep, and it maybe picked off, and it is at the 15-yard line. And it'll be a 1st down for the Indians at that point.
Well, it was one of those that, to me, it looked like Braden should have ran the football. He had an opportunity to run it, pick up the 1st down, and he waited, and they had 2 guys back there on our receiver and just able to guy made a really good catch to intercept the football, but Braden threw it a little bit long, and again, another turnover, and Itawamba's going to have the football with 6:17 left in the first half.
We just have not played good football this first half. It's been we've made more mistakes the first half of this football game than we've made all season.
We have definitely made some mistakes, and I think you said it earlier, when you're playing a team like this, you just can't do that. I mean, again, I know last year they were a really good football team. They've got a lot of different players out there, and got to play a little bit better than we played here so far. Than if you're going to compete with these guys.
No question about it. They are a good football team, but really, when if we were playing our best game, we'd have a pretty close ball game going here. We've given them 3 touchdowns. If they'll give us 3, we'll tie this thing up. as Wood worked it, quarterback. We got a stoppage of play now. We got offsides. Offside on the Bulldogs.
Offsides.
And I guess.
It's going to be Tucker.
At this time, the girls golf team,
like
the tennis team, and the powerlifting team, those are both the top.
Nice play by Cameron. I'm going to tell you, that's the way you played. He went back with his man. He read the little, I call it a bubble screen. That's not exactly what it was. And I mean, he broke and made an excellent play.
Game. At this time, the girls'
You
golf
got that
team,
right. He did a really good job of reading what was going on because he had a receiver with him, and he let him go and came up to get the other receiver. It was just one of those where Woods was rolling to his right, had kind of a run-pass option, I think, there, and threw the ball, and good job by Cameron.
2nd down and 7 for the Indians. Bring a man in motion right to left. Wood rolls to his left. He's being chased. He throws a little pass out, and I mean Jeb took him out. Nice job over at Jeb.
Intended for Wilson.
It goes incomplete. 3rd down and 7.
Well, they had Woods rolling to the left that time, and Cortland Earl was chasing hard, almost had him in the backfield. One of the guys for Itawamba just kind of got a shoulder bump on Cortland to keep him off of him, and Woods threw the football. Good job by the defensive backs.
Third down, 7. Big play for the Bulldogs.
Itawamba's going to call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're listening to Bulldog Football.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Pam Brown for your personal price plan today.
Left. He's got his running back on his left side. He goes back in, takes the snap, fakes him up the middle. He's rolling out again to the left. He's rolling, and he passed the line of scrimmage and went backwards. If he would have thrown the football there, Kurt, it would have been an illegal pass.
And I'll tell you what, another nice play by Cameron coming off of that corner over there. Once he saw the quarterback commit, he came flying up out of the secondary, dropped him for a loss. 4th down, Indians have to punt it away.
Yep, another good play by Cameron. He read it well. Once he saw him step over the line of scrimmage, he knew he couldn't throw the football and made a good play. And got a punt. We said it again. We're just under 5 minutes left here in the first half. Could somehow get this thing and get it.
Punted it straight up. Now bounce backwards. Oh, it's going to take an Indian roll, but I mean, it's not much of a punt. Bulldogs are going to get the football at the 37-yard line in Indian territory. You can't ask for much more than this. So we finally had a little bit of a break go our way. Let's see if we can take advantage of it.
Well, again, as ugly as the score looks and as ugly as some things have happened, it just really and truly, you almost feel like you're just not that far away from being back in this game.
Well, that's exactly what the situation is.
We just need 1 or 2 plays here and be back in this thing.
4:34 remaining before halftime. New Albany trailers this football game 28-7. And Shettles back to pass, fires a rocket out to Shaw. All he could do is get on the ground and dive for it and catch it. That's one it'd been actually better to let it go ahead and bounce. Lost a couple on it.
Well, it seems to me like that Shaw's got to run back towards Braden a little bit when that ball's coming to him. And you can't sit there and wait on it. You got to go to it. And by the time it got to him, it was so low that he couldn't do anything but fall on the ground.
Play for 40-yard line.
Twin receivers right, a lone receiver, Shumpert to the left. Shettles, the Indians are blitzing. We've got motion along the line of scrimmage. I don't know who it's on, Keith.
It's on the Bulldogs. I don't know which Bulldog it was.
Back the Bulldogs up 5 yards. So it's going to be second and about 18. Shettles back to pass, sets up a screen, pass to Simpson. He's hit immediately.
Keelan Simpson.
Taken down at the 48-yard line, going to lose a couple of more yards.
Loss of 3.
Yeah, just a good play there by number 11 for the Itawamba Indians. He is a really, really good football player.
Please report to the track. Girls golf, please report to the track.
And middle linebacker
Tennis,
number 11 made a really good play there. And the Bulldogs had possession of the football at around the 35-yard line. Now we're back to the 50-yard line, so it's we're going the wrong way.
Hicks checks out. DJ Robinson checks in. And they're going to be lucky if they get the playoff. They did. Shettles rolls right. He's looking. He's got a man open at the 20. At the 10. It's going to be Shaw. Touchdown for the Bulldogs. And Keith, that's the play we've been talking about. It's these guys jumping these routes again, and there Shaw was wide open behind the whole defense. Shettles put it right on the money.
Good job by Braden of being patient. They had good coverage in the beginning. The offensive line did a good job giving Braden a little extra time. He stepped out to his right, and Shaw did a really good job of just taking the route right up the middle of the field. Braden put it right on him for the touchdown.
Alexander's kick is high, it's long, it's good.
Kick good.
Brought to you by Tallahatchie Gourmet. Bulldogs 14, Itawamba 28.
Enjoy urgent care because people have an immediate problem when they come to me and they want to know what's going on and they want to know how it can be fixed, and so it's super rewarding when you figure out what's going on with the patient and you know how to fix them and you can provide them with a treatment regimen and they feel better. So it's rewarding on the front end figuring out the problem, but it's also rewarding on the back end whenever you know that you fix them and you help them and they're feeling better and you can kind of see how truly grateful they are for the care you provided.
The Indians at the 45-yard line. So 2:50 remaining. We'll see how the Indians are going to play. Are they going to go to the air and take the chance of getting this clock stopped and giving it back to the Bulldogs? We'll just have to see what they do.
Well, again, another good onside kick attempt. Just Itawamba did a good job of getting on the football, and obviously, again, Captain Obvious, state the obvious. We don't need to let them get this thing in the end zone. We need to just keep, at the worst, keep them from scoring again. Woods brings the Itawamba offense out. He's got 3 receivers to his left, got 1 to his right. He brings one in motion. He takes the snap, hands it off to number 5 up the middle, and the Bulldog defense did a great job. Nothing there, just stopped him dead. Don't even think they're going to give him, well, they give him a half of a yard. Going to bring up second down, and About 9.5. I can't see the clock over there, Dave. How much time we got left?
2:30.
2:30 left in the first half.
Be a nice time for a good defensive stand, Paul Henry. Fakes a handoff, comes flying up out of the secondary. Shaw stopped him shy of a first down. It's going to be third down, and it'll still be 3rd and 1.
Ball at the 48-yard
Good
line.
play right there that they ran. They faked the handoff, ran a little slant again to Prestige, and good job by Shaw coming up to make the play. Spot, Bulldogs actually got a good spot. I thought it was going to be 3rd and 1. It looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 3. Clock is, now it's running again. Big play right here, Kurt. Wood's going to take, and the Bulldogs are going to jump off sides. Give them an automatic first down. Tucker, number 95 for the Bulldogs, jumped off sides, and they're going to have a first down.
Let me try to get back down to Paul Henry one more time. Paul?
We're having some technical difficulties, obviously, with getting down to Paul and trying to get that corrected. Woods brings his offense out, got 3 receivers to the left. He's going to bring one in motion, takes a snap, looking deep, gets hit by, going to overthrow the football. Good coverage there by the Bulldogs. Got 1:26 left in the first half. Going to be 2nd down and 10, and good job, good pressure by the Bulldogs and good coverage there. They just went deep and unsuccessful there.
I'm going to go back down to Paul one more time, just we're trying to work out a little technical problem. Paul, can you hear me?
Play at 43.
I don't think he can hear us. Woods has got his offense up again. He's got 2 receivers to the left, to the right. High snap. He's going to throw a little screen out to the left side. Bulldogs do a good job of coming up. Really not anything there. Going to be maybe pick up a yard, maybe a yard, 2 yards. And 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Going to be 3rd down and
42.
3rd down and about 9 yards to go.
Gain of 1.
Itawamba seems to be having a little confusion themselves. Woods looks to the left. He's got 2 receivers to his left. His running back is on his left side. He's got an H-back on the right side, running a little, setting up a screen, going right down the sideline, threw it back to the side to the running back, and going to pick up a first down.
Going to pick up a first down. We're going to go down to Paul Henry. Paul, big play right here for this Bulldog defense.
Defense got to step it up right here, make a play. Hey, it's into halftime right here holding them.
Well, we got Paul back.
28-14, 41 seconds. It is a crucial situation. The Bulldogs do not need to give up another touchdown right here.
No doubt about it.
I do not know what the Indians have left for timeouts. The snap is back. We've got a stoppage of play. Illegal procedure on the Indians. Back them up 5 yards. It'll remain first down. It'll be 1st and 15.
Ball at 24.
Got 41 seconds left in the first half.
Woods sets his team. Bulldogs go with a 3-down lineman set, 3 linebackers. Bring them a linebacker on the blitz. Indians pick it up, trying to get it in the end zone. Overshot his would-be receiver. He had a step on the defender, but he overshot him.
Yeah, our safety was up a little closer to the line of scrimmage than he got behind our safety, and as you said, he had our receiver beat too, but just the ball was overthrown. Going to be, is it 2nd down, Kurt? Is that right?
2nd down and 15.
36 seconds left in the first half.
Woods under pressure. Now he rolls to his right. He's looking. Tries to get away. Taken down from behind. A big play by the Bulldog defense. That's going to be number 70 for the Bulldogs.
Good job that time by the Bulldog defensive backs of coverage, and that time Jackson Howard, number 70, got in on and got the sack, but that was what you call a coverage sack there. The Bulldogs did a good job. Currently, we got a timeout. Looks like Itawamba got 23 seconds left.
Yeah, we'll just hold it right here. That was really a big play by the Bulldogs, big man, Howard. If we can come up with one more, it's going to be if we come off of this timeout, it's going to be third down. It's going to be third and about, it looks like about 18. Got to feel like the Indians are going to, I don't know, they might hand it off. I don't know. That field goal extra point kicker looked like a pretty good kicker. They might try to pick 5-6 yards up and try a field goal. We just have to see what they decide to do. One thing the Bulldogs can't do is jump off sides right here. Wood sets his team. Brings a man in motion. He's back to pass. Bulldogs coming. Screen set up. He's got a running room. He broke, sidestep a tackle. I don't think he got the first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, he did not get the first down. I agree with that. The Bulldogs are trying to make a substitution here. And
well, he just spiked the ball on fourth down, if I'm not mistaken. Let me send it down to Paul Henry. But I think it's fourth down, and the Itawamba quarterback just spiked the ball.
Well, he caught us running somebody on the field. Looks like they're going to go ahead and try a field goal first.
Yeah, they're going to try the field goal. Got a good snap, a good hold. Kick is up. It's high, it's long, and it is right through the middle. It's going to be good with 4 seconds remaining. Itawamba go up 31-14. And we'll hold it right here, Keith, with 4 seconds left. Not much the Bulldogs can do, so they're going to get a squib kick here. Just have to sit on it and run the clock out.
And that is halftime.
And they're going to go ahead and run it out. Let's send it down to Paul Henry.
Bulldog fans, please direct your attention.
Everything could go wrong, kind of went their way, didn't it?
Yeah, we're just not playing very well. You know, we got to put them in a better
Here in New
position.
Albany, we are proud of all of our student athletes
You can't have turnovers and you can't
who
have
represent
so
our
many
school and
penalties
community
and
so
win
well.
football
Tonight
games.
we have special recognitions planned as part of our halftime events.
Down,
Joining us tonight for this special recognition and to congratulate our student athletes, coaches.
Straight and claw, and hey, our guys have showed a little fight in them, hadn't they?
Matt Buchanan.
We're a good football
First, we'd like to
team.
recognize the 2023 girls golf
Hey, go get them
state
second half.
champions. This group of girls experienced the 17-0 season this past spring. And
All right, you're listening to New Albany Bulldog football on the Sports Connection, WNAU.
Invitational tournament.
Let's send it back to the
Dogs
station.
were led by Class 2 overall state medalist Adeline Bailey. Adeline and Lucy King were named to the MAC Class 2 All-State team. Help us welcome to the field head coach Shane Sanderson, assistant coach Jeffrey King, and golfers Adeline Bailey, Lucy King, Zoe White, Katie Dallas, and Laura Preston Raniger. The Albany fans, give it up for your Class 2 Girls Golf State Champions. Bulldog fans, welcome to the field now, your 2023 4A Tennis State Championship team. Your 2023 tennis team won New Albany High School's 15th state tennis title. Our 2023 individual tennis winners include girls single champion Heidi Clayton, Gregory Nelson and Hunter Henson, the boys doubles champions, Will Boyington and Natalie Creekmore, mixed doubles state champions, Gracie Mason and Sarah Robbins, girls doubles finalists, and Braden Bowman, boys singles finalists. Bulldog Nation, one more round of applause for the 4A tennis state champions. At this time, we do also want to recognize the 4A state champion powerlifters, DJ Robinson and Zach Clay. A big round of applause for all of our student athletes.
high towering kick fielded by Shaw, but we had a Indian offsides on the kickoff on the far side of the field. I saw him when he came across, so they're going to bring it back 5 yards back and re-kick it. I really don't know. 4 seconds ran off the clock.
Need to start the clock back over, guys.
Some kind of mix-up. They've got a ball loose on the field here. Now they're going to get it to the kicker for Itawamba. And he does have a strong leg. We talked about a possible field goal kick by him. And just saw it on that kick. And, I mean, it's not only a long kick, it's a high kick. Good time to get hang time to get coverage down the field on. This time he's going to kind of pooch it toward the sideline. Jeff Boland's going to fair catch it right at the 30-yard line. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10.
Well, good field position for the Bulldogs to get this thing started on the 30-yard line. As we said earlier, Kurt, we just got to make things happen. We didn't really go away from trying to run the football, which I agree with. We need to run the football, but we definitely got to do a better job in the passing game because I do think that's where they're vulnerable.
Shettles is going to start off with 3 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. He'll have an empty backfield. As he barks out the signals, throws a little bubble screen out to the flat, almost got it intercepted. And once again, these Indians from Itawamba are sitting on everything we do short, sitting on the short route, daring us to go deep. Is about what's going on.
Well, and just that wasn't really that good a throw by Braden that time, and it's a good thing that it wasn't a good throw because had it been, it might have been intercepted. Ball just didn't get out to the receiver, and you said it, Kurt, they were all over the receiver.
This time we're going to go with twin receivers left and right, as Simpson to be a lone running back. Shettles back to pass. He pumps, fakes. Now he's going to go deep trying to get it to Shumper, and it's going to be picked off at the 40-yard line by the Indians, 1st and 10.
Well, it was just the pump fake really didn't do anything. The receiver never, or the defender never budged or bit on it at all. And good play by Itawamba. Bulldog defenders are making their way, walking out on the field and getting ready to start this possession on defense. They're lining up on the wrong side of the football.
Football's going to be at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Twin receivers left and right for the Indians. Wood's gone all the way at quarterback. He's a junior. He's done a nice job of managing this offensive football team of the Indians. He hand fakes it to his running back. Now he throws a little short pass and going to gain about 9 yards on it before he's taken down over there.
Logan Deaton on the tackle.
By Deaton.
7.
Well, they just ran another receiver screen to Prestige again, and I'm telling you what, I've been impressed with number 15 for them. Prestige, he is a good little receiver. When he catches the football, he's running hard, and as you said, picked up 9 yards on that one.
I showed him with 126 yards on 5 catches, Keith.
Wow.
Brings a man in motion, does Woods. He's back to pass. He's looking in the middle, in the sideline, completes it right along the sideline at the 35-yard line. It'll be enough for an Indian 1st down.
That was number 9. Waddle for the Indians, and he was wide open over there on the sideline. Easy 1st down for the Indians.
Mark it at the 35. There's the snap. There's the handoff to the running back. He's going to get 3, maybe 4 yards out of it. Mark it right at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on it. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Just one off the left side of our defender. I think it was Tucker from this side, chased him down from behind to make the play.
Ball on the 32. 31.
Actually on the 31-yard line, 3 receivers to the right. Back to pass is Wood. He's looking for throws it complete along the sideline. just enough for the first down right in front of Deaton. He was there on the coverage, but
got a flag on the play, Kurt.
Along the far side is a flag, and did you see the signal?
I didn't.
Legal procedure against Itawamba.
All start Itawamba.
I tell you what, they've got that little down and out route timing pretty good.
Yeah, they do. They run the routes well, and he throws the football well. And that time they just had a little motion before the play.
2nd and 11 for the Indians. Here we are in the third quarter. He gives it to handoff up right, and there's nowhere to go that time, I can tell you. Conley, Skinner, Hicks, all there, on the tackle. And it'll bring up a third down at 14. He actually lost a couple on it.
Yeah, good job there by Conley, number 52. He was in there in for Tucker that time and made a good play. You said it, Skinner was in there with him. Good job up front.
Woods talks to his offensive line. Now he's back ready. He's back to pass. He's got time. He's looking. He fires a bullet. And once again, Cameron of the Bulldogs comes up and nails his receiver at the 35-yard line. And I like this Cameron. Is he a sophomore?
He's a junior. I just was looking at that. I was hoping he was like a sophomore because I'm telling you what, his technique, I don't know much about playing defensive back, obviously, but, man, he does a good job. He reads the ball well and comes up and makes a play.
He's one of the top 2 or 3 tacklers on the team so far for the year.
Indians are going to punt the football away. Now the punter's just standing there with the ball. He's going to punt it. It's going to go into the end zone, I think. Yes, that's in the end zone. Bring it out to the 20. Nice job by the.
Somebody needs to get.
Now that's the Itawamba player, guys. If they throw that one on Tucker, now that's going to be wrong.
No. I'm sorry.
Let's see what we got. We're going to have a flag, and the ball's at the 20-yard line. We've got a personal foul call. I don't know where they're going to call. I saw the Itawamba player shove him, but
you missed the first part of it.
I did.
It's just unnecessary. I don't know. I mean, bottom line, it shouldn't have happened.
That's I can tell you whoever shoved who was unnecessary. I don't know what the mouthing's about really, but that's what they're doing. Officials are discussing it.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams.
Yeah, well, you hit it right on the head, Keith. They call it on both teams. So instead of us getting a 15-yard penalty, we're going to get nothing, I guess. Let's send it down there to Paul Henry. Paul's working the sideline. Paul, what we got?
Just got a little chippy play down here. Trying to control emotions and everything. They're getting after each other, playing hard.
All right, the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Twin receivers wide to the right. Shettles hands it to Simpson. He looks outside, cuts it back inside. Nowhere to go. Line of scrimmage will be it, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good penetration on the Itawamba's left side. Our right side, they just, like you said, Kurt, there wasn't anywhere for Keelan to go on that one, and going to actually lose a yard on the play, bring up 2nd and 11. Got 8 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Indian show blitz. Shettles avoids a tackler. Throws it complete to Simpson. Picks up a block. He's going to take it down out to the 47-yard line, taken down, but it'll be a Bulldog first down.
Well, good job that time by Braden of avoiding the rush that was coming in. He sidestepped the rusher. Keelan did a good job of just getting in open space and easy first down. Good job by the line blocking and great execution there.
Mark the football right at the 45-yard line. Hand off to Simpson. He gets avoids a tackle, spins by another one out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
Good job there up front by the Bulldogs. Ran a little trap play. Number 79, Morton for the Bulldogs, did a really good job of getting his man shoved out of the way. Again, another first down. Bulldogs on the move.
Hicks will work in the football game as an H-back. Hand off to Simpson. Spins away from one tackler. Plunges into the inside. You're going to get 4 yards out of it. Actually give him 3. It'll be second down and 7. And I mean, Simpson has some tough running, and he may be down.
He is down on the ground. I don't know.
Hit in the backfield. He spun, and then he spun into about 3 Indians.
Well, he got that 3 yards on his own. You're right, Kurt, because when he got the football in his hands, there was a guy standing there with a white jersey on. He avoided him, and not really sure what's going on here. But
while they're tending to him, you want to do a trivia question?
You want me to do a trivia question?
Let's do a trivia question. I think you got a good one.
Well, we got Tallahatchie Gourmet trivia question coming up here for you, and we got to talking about somebody that had played professionally for the New Albany Bulldogs, and back in, I think, Mr. Glenn Howe graduated from New Albany High School in 1978. I know I was a freshman because I was playing against him and some of them other guys in practice, and it wasn't fun. But anyway, Glenn Howe went on to a great career at Southern Mississippi and ended up being drafted into the NFL. And the question tonight is Glenn's NFL career. He was drafted by a team. Who was he drafted by? And then what were the other teams that he played for?
316-4000. First caller, $25 gift certificate down at Tallahatchie Gourmet.
My last 2 meals I've had I had breakfast this morning, but my dinner last night and my lunch today, Tallahatchie Gourmet.
I can't think of a better place in the world to go.
Man, both of them were good, too.
I think they may have the game live on the TV, big screen down there tonight, too, as well.
Well, we could score a touchdown. Things might get rowdy down there then.
316-4000's the number to call on your trivia question.
I'll give it again after this play.
Bulldogs check another wide receiver into the football game. 3 of them to the right, 1 to the left. Back to passes, Shettles. He's looking. He's got Shaw in the middle. Taken down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be another Bulldog first down. Nice throw and catch.
Good job by the offensive line, giving Braden plenty of time. Good job by Shaw. Again, Itawamba did a good job of coverage, and Shaw just ran to an open space. Braden hit him. Good job by the offense. Again, Glenn Howe graduated, I think, in 1978, went on to a great career in Southern Mississippi, was drafted into the NFL by a team, and then played for 2 other teams. What are all the teams that he played for in the NFL?
316-4000. Shettles back to pass, looking. He steps up in the pocket, fires it to Jeb Bowling, completes it at the 23-yard line. Close to a Bulldog first down. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Paul Henry's right on it. Paul.
2nd and 2. On the 23.
Looks like it's going to be second down and about 2 yards to go.
It's going to be a good yard and a half along. We're going to call it a short 2. I don't know what we're having trouble with Paul tonight with this thing. That's going to be in the neutral zone by the Indians. Mark off 5 yards for the Bulldogs.
There you go. We'll take a first down any way we can get it. Got 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Bulldogs trail the football game 31-14.
I didn't realize Paul was over here along with Simpson along the sideline. What's your report, Paul?
They're checking him out, trying to hope he can shake it off and see what he can do. He just got banged up on that last play pretty good.
Shettles rolls to his right. He completes it at the 4, at the 5, at the goal line. Touchdown, DJ.
Kurt, great job there. Braden rolling to his right, just waiting. And DJ did a good job of running away from the defenders and back to the middle, and Braden threw the ball, hit him perfect. Good hard running by DJ. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Alexander in for the extra point. I don't know, do you go for 2?
Grayson Alexander.
Not yet, I don't think.
Okay. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is up. A line drive, and it's good. 21, New Albany, 31, Itawamba back at 60.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
Alexander's kick, fielded at the 30-yard line, takes it out to the 35.
Portland Earl on the tackle, ball at the 34-yard line.
All right, take it away.
First down for the first and 10 for the Indians at the 35-yard line. Keith?
Kurt, I hate to already tell them we got a winner.
We got a winner?
I mean, that was really quick. I didn't think about all these people remembering all those days back there, but our winner to the question is, the question was Glenn Howe played for 3 teams in the NFL. He was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then he played for the Dallas Cowboys, which Kurt and I talked a little bit about. We had forgot about that one. But Bill Daniels is the winner of a $25 gift certificate at Tallahatchie Gourmet. Congratulations, Bill. And thank you, Tallahatchie Gourmet, for sponsoring our trivia question.
We've got a 31-21 football game. We've got 5:48 remaining in the third quarter. And as we just showed, the Bulldogs just showed what we were talking about at halftime. Bulldogs very capable of winning this game. I mean, I hate to say we've given a game away, but we've certainly given up 2 or 3 touchdowns. I do not think this team is any better than the Bulldogs, and we may come back and win it. We get a good deep stand by the D right here. Handoff up the middle, sidesteps one tackler, breaks another, going to get 4 yards out of it. Taken down right there by Zion
Robinson.
Zion Robinson. Second down and 6.
Trying to see what was going on there, Kurt. We had some discussion going on. I mean, we need a big turnover right here is what we need, Kurt.
I want to win me one of those certificates for the Tallahatchie Gourmet.
I'll slip you the answer next week.
Hood barks out the signal, back to pass, looking on that little down and out route, completes it again. Taken out of bounds finally just across midfield along the 48-yard line. And they just keep working that same pass route. And I would be very careful because you're going to turn it up and go down the sideline with it if you keep on.
I'm not sure. I thought we had there was some jawing going over there. I thought they had thrown a flag, but they didn't. But you're right, Kurt. They're working that little down and out route to perfection tonight. They really have.
Trying to set us up over there, I'm afraid. First and 10 for the Indians. Handoff goes straight ahead, nowhere to go. He breaks the tackles on his feet, still going down inside the 30-yard line to the 29. Hit in the backfield, should have been taken down, broke the tackles, and wound up making about an 18-yard gain out of it.
Yeah, we had him wrapped up, and then there just was nothing there. And I don't know what's going on.
Somebody lost a hat.
Got somebody lost their helmet again, and then got Tucker coming over, holding his hands up again, and something happened he didn't like.
First and 10 for the Indians. Mark it at the 29-yard line. as Wood sets his football team, shifts his running back from right to left. Now he brings the man in motion left to right. Hands it straight ahead. Hit in the backfield, sidesteps the man. Now he's taken down at the 31-yard line.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Number 35 for New Albany is playing hard. Every play he's getting involved in chasing. He's working his tail off, and they made a big play there. He was the reason they weren't able to run it up the middle. Kicked it outside, ended up losing yards. He's playing a good game against the supposedly Oklahoma commit.
Second down and 11. At the 30-yard line now, Bulldogs walk a backer up. Now that's going to be Cortland Earl chasing him, and Cortland couldn't get him. And Woods is still on his feet, and I'm going to be surprised if he ain't got a turned ankle, but he doesn't. And he's going to be stepping out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Be short of a first down. Give him a gain of 7 on that play.
I'm telling you, Kurt, Cortland Earl has been so close tonight multiple times to having a big play and just couldn't get the fingernail on him to get him.
Cortland working at that outside linebacker. Back to pass, and this time he's hit immediately and knocked the ball loose. And who was that? Was that Jeb Bolin came up?
I think it was.
Nice
Jeb.
defensive play. Now the Bulldogs are running down the field with the football, but are the officials going to call that a catch and a fumble?
The officials didn't do a good job that time of stopping the play. They just stood there, and anyway, it was definitely a fumble. I mean, a incomplete pass. Going to be 4th down. And about 4, Kurt, from what we got, about the 23-yard line.
That's going to be the situation.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
No choice right there. No reason. Out of field goal range and too close to punt it. Watch the barking out of the signal and jumping offside.
Watch a slant to the receiver over on the left side, too.
4th down and 4. Woods sends a man in motion. Woods back to pass, sets up a screen pass. He's got some running room, taken down hard and going to be short of a first down. Nice job by Conley and Cameron of the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs got a first down.
I'm telling you. First positive thing we've had on defense pretty much all night, guys, but that was a great play by Conley.
Well, that was a great play by number 11 again, too, Cameron. I'm telling you, that young man comes up and makes plays. And Ethan was playing tackle and ran out there. They both made the play. Just a huge play for the defense. Got 3:18 left in the 3rd quarter, Kurt. I mean, we take this thing down there and score real quick.
No question about it.
I need one of them big plays like they got.
Twin receivers left and right. Handoff goes to the deep back, Simpson. He plunges and he gets 1 yard out of it. That'll be all he'll get, and he got to work to get it. 2nd and 9.
Not much on the right side so far for us. If we're going the right, we've had more success going in the middle and or the left side, but the right side running the football is just not a lot going on there.
2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. 2:50 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Shettles back to pass. He's looking. He's got a man. He completes it to Shaw. Just short of midfield at the 48-yard line.
First down.
And the Bulldogs are on the move.
Kurt, what a great pass by Braden that time. He looked like he was going to the short receiver, and they bit on it a little bit and just left a little space there for Shaw on the little post out route there. And, wow, what a pass and what a great catch.
Mark it right at midfield. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Shettles hands it to Simpson straight ahead. He does all he can to get 2, maybe 3 yards out of it. Let's call it 2nd down. Let's call it 2nd and 7.
Didn't look like there was the play. If the play would have come back to the left a little bit, Kurt, there was a hole there and went to the right. Just not much there. Able to get a couple of yards though. Bulldogs still on the move.
Twins left and right. Shettles back to pass. He's got time. Now he's under pressure. Steps up. Dumps it off to Shumpert. taken down at the 42-yard line. Give him 4 yards on it. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Good job by Braden again. The pressure was coming from the right side. He was wanting to throw the ball to the right side. There just wasn't anything there, so he rolled to the left, able to get us 3rd and manageable.
Tried to pull them off sides. That didn't work. Now the Bulldogs look to the sideline. Trying to decide what play to call. Now they get the signal. Clock down to 10 seconds. 9, 8. Shettles talks to Simpson. Fires a bullet to Shaw. He's got a 1st down and more and steps out of bounds. Stops the clock. Mark it at the 37-yard line.
Again, Kurt, I think good job by Braden there. He saw that they weren't tight on Shaw. He just got it to him as quick as he can, and you talked about it earlier. You get Shaw the football, there's a chance he's going to break it every time because he has got some speed.
I'll tell you, last year I just didn't realize Shaw had as much speed as he's got, but, I mean, he's undoubtedly the fastest man on the field. Cortland Earl's going to check in the football game as a slot back. Simpson comes out. He's really favoring his leg. Shettles back to pass, looking. He steps up. He's got a man down the middle. Overshot him just off the tip of his hand. He tried to get it to Shaw at the 5-yard line.
Oh, man, Kurt, what a great play. I mean, great run by Shaw. I mean, he just a little bit too high. That'll be there again tonight, though, I can tell you.
Earl's going to go out to wide receiver on the far side. Boland's going to check out. Simpson's going to check back in the football game. 2nd down and 10. Hand off to Simpson, nowhere to go. Lost a yard on it, be 3rd down and 11.
I don't know if that guy, number 13, was a linebacker or if he was a defensive back. He just came unblocked, though, and I mean, by the time that Keelan got the football, there was nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, he's coming off this right edge, and that was kind of a draw play, but he just did not take the bait. Other than that, we had a big field to run through, a lot of running room. If it Shettles back.
They're coming again.
He's coming. He's under pressure. He's rolling to his left. He's looking. He's got. Couldn't get it to Shumpert.
That's intended for Caleb Shumpert, incomplete.
Tried to get it to him. He's rolling to his left. That's a hard throw to make. Shettles can make that throw, but that time was unable to.
Yeah, that is a difficult throw, and the pressure was coming from the right side, and Braden had no choice but to roll to his left. Shumpert did a good job of getting to where he could get open and just not able to make the connection. 4th down. Looks like we're going to go for it, Kurt.
4th and 12. Simpson and DJ Robertson wide to the right. Shumpert, Shaw wide to the left. Simpson is the running back. Shettles back to pass. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. If he turns it up, he's got a 1st down. He throws it in the middle, and I think Shaw made the catch. 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Come on, man. You got to give us a good spot on this now. That's a 1st down. Come on, guys. They gave it to him. Kurt, that was a great play right there by the quarterback and the receiver there. What a catch by Shaw.
Mark it at the 27. 1st and 10. 11 seconds remaining in the quarter. Shettles hands it to Simpson, looks inside, he plunges off the right side, gets 5, maybe 6. And that's going to end the quarter. He's going to get 4 out of it, actually. It'll be 2nd down and 6 when we come back in 60 seconds.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Pam Brown for your personal price plan today.
Fourth quarter, the Bulldogs trail the football game 31-21. Bulldogs are on the move, going to be second down and about 6 yards to go. The ball is going to be somewhere on around the 23-yard line, I think, maybe, guys. Is that what y'all would go with?
That's what it looks like. What you got, David?
Got a couple of updated scores. East Webster is leading Baldwin 42-0 in the fourth quarter. Winona 35, Choctaw County 21. Water Valley is leading Eupora 21-14. That's in the third quarter. Amory is 45, Aberdeen 0.
2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs at the 24-yard line. Shettles is back. He's got all day. He's looking to his left. He's looking. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown!
No.
Oh, they're going to call it incomplete, and I think they made the right call. I think it bounced.
Oh, man, that was close. It was a that was a good pass, too.
Shaw tried to get his hands under it, but I thought I saw it bounce.
Yeah, he threw the football, kind of rolling again to his left, threw it back with Shaw going back to the right, and I think I agree with you. I think it did hit the ground. There was an opportunity there for Braden to run the football, too. There was nobody over there on that left side. And
no.
That's something I think he's got to look for, because the offensive line is doing a really good job of giving him time to throw the football.
Absolutely.
We're going to let the clock run out again. Oh, we had to
time out on the field. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Enjoy urgent care because people have an immediate problem when they come to me and they want to know what's going on and they want to know how it can be fixed, and so it's super rewarding when you figure out what's going on with the patient and you know how to fix them and you can provide them with a treatment regimen and they feel better. So it's rewarding on the front end figuring out the problem, but it's also rewarding on the back end whenever you know that you fixed them and you help them and they're feeling better and you can kind of see how truly grateful they are for the care you provided.
He hands it to Simpson, straight ahead, spins away from a tackle, inside the 20-yard line. He's going to be short of a first down. I really can't tell how close he is.
I'm fixing to try a field goal here, Kurt. Get this thing to within a touchdown if we can make this field goal right here. It looks like it's going to be
a 42-yarder, Keith.
It's going to be a 35-yarder. Is that not right?
Yep, you're right. 35-yard attempt. And Alexander can certainly make this if he hits it like he normally does. Good snap, hold. It's up, it's high, it's long, and it is off to the right. Off to the right. He had the distance and missed it off to the right. So the Indians hold the Bulldogs, and they'll have the football at the 20-yard line. We've got 11 minutes remaining in this football game.
Well, he had plenty of leg. it just got out to the right and stayed out to the right, did not turn back, and tough one there. Had to try to get this thing to a one-score game, though, and you felt like he had the leg, and he did have the leg, just didn't get through the uprights.
Now we've got to have a defensive stand.
We need a quick one, too.
Woods in no big hurry. He's back to pass. He's looking. He fires a bullet. He completes it across the middle. Taken down by a host of Bulldogs, but not until he's got a first down.
Taken down by a pack of Bulldogs.
Around the 35-yard line.
They're
going to actually mark it at the 37. 1st and 10.
Take a guess who that was that caught that pass.
Oh, Prestige.
That's exactly who it was.
He's not very big, but he's a good little ball.
He's a player.
And if his hands touch it, he's going to catch it.
If he gets in space, he knows what to do with it.
1st and 10 for the Indians as the clock runs. They are in absolutely no hurry. Snap the ball with 1 second on the clock. Batted down and almost intercepted. Was that Tucker or Gilbert?
I think it's Gilbert. Pretty sure.
It was a nice play by, that's Gilbert over there playing working out of a defensive end position. He got up and batted it down and almost came down with the football.
He did, made a good play, he sure did.
I thought we were going to see Gilbert in the end zone. I bet he was going to put a dance on when he got there.
Well, he sure made
I'm
a
not
good
sure.
And then we got a flag, guys.
Yeah, there was illegal procedure, but he didn't blow the play dead. I thought it was a dead ball if they move on the false start. It's usually on the defense. I thought it was a free play, but offense is a dead ball, but they're not blowing it dead. So I'm not sure what's going on. That's happened twice tonight with a illegal procedure.
You ever heard the phrase, lost as a goose? Not saying that about anybody. You figure that out for yourself who I'm talking about. Woods hands it to his running back. He spins. He's going to be taken down short of the 35-yard line. Gained 1 yard on it. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Good job up front by the Bulldog defenders there. Not much. I mean, I don't know, David, statistic-wise, I stepped out, but, I mean, they hadn't really ran the football that much
I have
tonight.
them with 11 yards total.
I didn't think they had ran it much.
No, they've lost several yards on one play. They lost up to 20 yards. Ashby, number 5, I've got him with 31 yards rushing. Harris, I've got him with 3 yards rushing.
Who's number 20?
20 for the Bulldogs. That's going to be Gilbert.
Checks in as a defensive backfield.
Ladarian Gilbert, and we've got a timeout.
I'm trying to figure out. We just hold it right here this timeout. Trying to figure out who he's in the game for. Somebody.
Logan Deaton.
Yeah,
Deaton.
No, Deaton's out there, number 6.
Just a reminder to help support
Cameron, if it's the other corner.
Cameron's over there. I see Cameron.
The winner gets to design how they want it to look.
Jeb out there?
Jeb's out there.
You're looking for the golf team.
He may be taking outside linebacker, either Cortland or DJ.
Maybe in there for DJ. I don't see. No,
DJ.
there's DJ, yeah. Huh.
He's in there for Shaw.
Well, Shaw's in. I thought I saw Shaw walking out there.
No, that's who it is, it's Shaw.
Probably just trying to get him a breather.
Well, he can spin some wheels on offense here in a minute.
We've got a 2nd down and
they got some kind of crazy.
2nd and about 13, and we've got a illegal procedure on the Indians to back them up 5 yards as their wide receiver started running down the field.
Start Itawamba.
I don't know if they're.
What about that setup they had there, Kurt?
That's what I'm kind of.
They had some big splits on their offensive line that time. Look at this. I don't know what they're doing.
Over 28.
I didn't know if they were going to try to pooch punt it or what, or why they would do that at this point in the game.
It's going to be second down and 8 for the Indians. Second down and 18 for the Indians. They're going to turn and pitch it to their running back. He's tripped up. Number 5, Skinner, dove in there and got a hand in there. Now we got a flag flying in, and I think it's on the Indians, number 53. 53. Let's send it down to Paul. Paul, you know what the flag is? We're really having trouble with Paul tonight.
Looks like it's going to be holding on 53, I think.
He was a long way down the field to be holding.
I'm telling you, when I was watching stuff, I thought, man, he's been taught well to do that. He's bad about getting it in there and grabbing the shoulder pads and holding.
Not sure what's going on here.
I think they're trying to figure out that goose thing. Oh, it's a personal foul.
Wow.
Personal foul.
Huh.
That's a big one.
That is a big one. It's going to make third down and about 1,000, Kurt. The problem is the clock's running. We need to get this football back in a minute.
Ball for 15.
Kurt, can you count that far as third down and what is it, third and about 30?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a long way there, ain't it? We need a big play here by the defense.
I might shoot a linebacker right here if I'm calling the defense. I wouldn't give Woods all day to stand back there and throw the football.
Fine 15.
He's back to pass. He's looking. He's trying to go deep. He's going deep, and it almost caught. It goes incomplete. No, they're not going to call interference on that. No, sir.
He sure did.
Well, that's exactly what they've done. They've thrown an interference flag on it. And I think that's a terrible call. Can't get down. We've got some problem. We can't get down to Paul. He's right looking at it, but I do not think that was a correct call.
I guess the only thing you could say is our defender didn't turn around, but I just don't agree with that call either. That was not.
Well, that's going to give him an automatic first down.
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's a 15-yard penalty, but I do not think that's automatic first down.
Well, Kurt, Coach Stubblefield's letting that referee know he
well, he ought to. I mean, that was. You remember early in the game, we had Jeb running across the field here with a guy holding his jersey, hand on his jersey, and there wasn't a call, and they're going to call that.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I agree with you.
So it's going to be third and about 18. Man comes in motion. Wood back to pass, rolling to his right, looking. His flag's on the field. It's going to go out of bounds, well covered by the Bulldogs, and I suppose that's going to come back with a hold on the Indians now. And I'm going to call that a makeup call is what it is, if that's what the call is.
And we're going to decline it.
We're going to decline it anyway and make them punt it.
Yeah.
Holding on Itawamba.
Well,
penalty decline, fourth down.
We can't get to the sideline.
I wouldn't mind seeing Jeb run this one back for a touchdown, Kurt. What do you think? Let's go with that.
Big right. We're going to get good field position. This punter, thus far tonight, their punter has not done a very good job of getting it. Now you're probably going to boom one here. That's a decent punt. Jeb's going to catch it at the 34-yard line and slips down and takes a knee when he catches it. I'm going to try to go down to Paul Henry one more time. Paul, pretty nice job by the defense, if you can hear me.
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me up there?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah. We've been having a little technical difficulties, but hey, there's still a lot of energy on our sideline. We just got to punch one in and get this game close right here and finish it up.
Couldn't agree with you more. 8:14 remaining in the football game. We got some playmakers on the field. We got some people very capable of making the play.
We need something to happen quick, Kurt, right here.
Ball at the 33-yard line.
Itawamba go with a three-down lineman set. They'll walk a linebacker up on the right side, kind of play him as a jack linebacker. Back to pass to Shettle, setting up a screen underneath the DJ. He's got some running room. He's at the 45 at midfield, taken down at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
Great play call right there, Kurt, and great execution by the Bulldogs. Good catch by DJ on the run. Big play right there.
Shaw, DJ, and Simpson all working as wide to the right side. Shettles hurries up. He's back. He's looking. He steps up. He's looking. He's got a man across the middle. Shaw completes it. He's at the 30. Side steps one man. Taken down at the 26-yard line.
A pass completes Caleb Shaw.
And a nice job, really nice job by Shaw coming back and getting that ball to you.
Yeah, it was a really good catch. Good job by Braden avoiding the rush. Offensive line did a good job, had time. And again, Shaw just made another really good catch, and Bulldogs are moving down the field quickly.
Trying to get lined up. Twin receivers left and right. Shettles back to pass. He's got time. He's looking. He fires it out to Shumpert. He's going to get about 3, maybe 4 yards out of it. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Well, just like you say, he was looking down the field. Wasn't much there. Shumpert had cut his route off. Looks like we got an injured Itawamba player over there on the sideline.
I think he's got cramps. That's going to be number 15, and I can understand where he'd have some cramps. He's run all night long.
Yeah, he sure has. But Bulldogs are moving the football, Kurt. We got 7 minutes, 7:01 left in the football game, and we need to get this thing in the end zone pretty quick here.
And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right at the receiver, whoever that 15's been covering. His replacement's fixing to see if he can cover my wide receiver.
I like one of them little out and up routes right here is what I like. Kind of pump to him and get him to the end zone.
We got a stoppage of play. We got 7:01 remaining in the football game. I don't think we got time to take a break.
I show Braden's 18 of 29 and 251 yards receiving so far for the game tonight.
Well, if he'll add about 25 more yards of that thing right now,
that would be nice.
Ooh-wee.
That would be nice. Guys, the Bulldogs have come out the second half and pitched a shutout so far. So.
Oh, yeah, played good in the second half.
Pitched a shutout.
I'm confused on this East Webster Baldwin game. I was the only one that picked Baldwin, and I thought I had some insider information on it. Baldwin, East Webster beat them 49-0. Goodness gracious.
Here we go, guys.
2nd down, 7. Shettles back, under pressure, looking. Fires it to Shumpert. I don't know if he caught it or not. I couldn't tell if he held on to it.
I didn't think he did catch the football, but yeah, they moved in the chain, so I guess he did. Throw was a little bit low there by Braden. It just Shumpert was standing there, and Braden threw the ball just a little bit too low. Going to be 3rd down. We're going to check Keelan Simpson into the football game.
Center Tobia leads North Panola 32-20. That's a 4th quarter score. Faulkner 41. Vardaman 41. Faulkner 12. It's final.
Braden's got the offense out here. He's got 3 receivers to his right. Got Keelan off his right hip. Got 1 receiver to the left. 3rd down and about 5. Takes the snap, hands it to Keelan right up the middle. Not a whole lot there. He's going to push. He's going to end up being just a little bit short. Going to be 4th down and probably a little less than a yard. The Bulldogs are kind of lining up for a hurry up here.
4th down and 1 to go. Shettles up under center. Trying to pull them offside. Now they're going to go with a quarterback sneak. And I'm going to tell you one thing. He didn't get any extra. We're going to send it down to Paul Henry. He's looking right at it. Paul.
Would have got it.
I think he got the 1st down. I think they got a bad spot.
I don't think he moved that pile very much, Keith. Let's see.
No, I thought he.
We're just going to have to see. They're going to measure it.
No, they're not going to give it to us. But I thought he fell in behind. Maybe I was seeing something else. You obviously didn't agree with it, so.
I just didn't see the pile move much. While we're waiting, Hatley's taking a 28-7 victory over the Myrtle Hawks. They're going to bring him on.
Yeah, he's going to be short.
He's going to be short, though, guys. It sure is. Short by a yard, actually. All right, we got 5:31 remaining in the football game now. Almost desperate that our defense stops them and makes them go 3 and out.
Got 5 minutes and 31 seconds left in the football game. Itawamba's taking their time to get out on the field.
Not sure why the official hadn't started the clock.
I'm not
ready for play.
I agree. I don't understand that.
Giving them a timeout. There you go. There we go.
We've got 5 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in this football game. Bulldogs down by 10. We need the football back, and we need it in a hurry. And Woods is going to throw it.
I just don't understand that.
He's going to throw it incomplete. He did us a big favor.
He sure did, buddy. I don't understand that. That doesn't even make sense to me at all. I guess maybe it was what David was talking about. They ran for 11 yards, so they don't think they can run.
Overshot his receiver. I wish he'd do that 2 more times in a row.
I'm all for it.
2nd and 10. 4 seconds ran off of the clock. Wood shifts a tight end from left to right. He hands it to his running back, tries to follow a blocker. He's got some running room. Taken down, but not until he gets a first down and more. Out along the 35-yard line.
He just ran the running back from the left side over to the right, kind of a little, it's almost the new form of a sweep play is all it was, and he cut it up in there, able to get the first down. We got 4:35 left in the football game. Itawamba leads 31-21.
Going to hand it to him again, and this time he's going to get 2 yards out of it. That'll be 2nd down and 8. 4 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the football game. Bulldogs got to get this clock stopped.
Got a penalty flag over here, Kurt, for something. I'm not really sure what we got.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if it's against Itawamba, I don't know that you take it. You can't give up plays at this point with the clock. I'm not sure about our timeout situation.
No flag.
They're going to wave it off. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
No flag.
Itawamba just standing there watching the clock run. I don't blame them one bit.
No, that'd be the thing to do if you're Itawamba. It's definitely your friend.
Now they're going to decide to run a play. Snap is back. Going to hand it off. Turn it back inside. Not a nice play by Zion. He gained 2 yards on to be 3rd down and 5, and I don't know what we got for timeouts, but I might take one.
I believe I would, for sure. It's 3rd down. I guess we're waiting to this play and then take one.
Yeah. Well, you can't afford for them to take it and then them get a first down, that's for sure.
That's right.
Well, we're going to sit here for 15 more seconds. Wood sets his team. Now he shifts his tight end from left to right. He fakes it one way, keeps it himself, and he's got a first down. Right at short, just about a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10 with 3:32 remaining in the football game. And And now we're almost getting to the point needing a miracle.
Yep, we're to that point, I believe.
Next week, we'll be on the air with the BNA Bank pregame show at 6:15 from Pontotoc High School. The Warriors were beating North Pontotoc 14-0 last I saw.
Yeah, it was pretty handily. I think that it had gotten to be more than 14, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
He started the clock over. He started the 25-second clock over. You got to be kidding me.
Wood handed to his running back, breaks a couple of tackles, gets 7 yards out of it. 2nd down and 7.
Well, they're just running the football now, obviously to run the clock, and they're having probably more success running it than they've had all night. But
I do question, David. You were talking about it earlier. Sometimes he puts 25 seconds up on the 25-second clock. Sometimes they put 40.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Usually if it's a dead ball, like for a penalty or out of bounds or something like that, and then it starts at 25.
There goes the shift by the tight end. Now he moves his wide running back from left to right. Now he fakes it to him. He's going to keep it himself. Wood does. He's hit, taken down. 3rd down and 2. If we've got any timeouts, there it is. No choice but to take it. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Insurance agencies and companies may appear to be the same on the surface, but you'll discover a world of difference when you look a little closer. The biggest difference is the people who serve you. At Collins Insurance Agency, we've been through the good times and the not-so-good times, too, always serving the people of this area with the very best in insurance coverage from some of the world's finest insurance companies. Collins Insurance Agency in New Albany.
What will I find at Van Atkins? Well, diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds. Jewelry that you will not see in any other place. Our Van Atkins collection is styled from beautiful pieces from the past with a fresh Southern update. I believe you'll find value too. You'll also find people who are a part of this community. If you're celebrating something, we're going to celebrate too. We really hope you'll find Van Atkins special. I'm Chuck Cooper, and I feel privileged to be a part of that.
The football game. It is 3rd down and about 3. And frankly speaking, I just don't know if there's enough time left now, even if we stop them.
Well, I mean, the only thing that can happen would be a turnover right here. If we could get a turnover, that would be the key.
Yeah. I've seen stranger events take place.
They're calling the timeout too, Kurt.
I saw stranger things one night sitting right here. Alex Harrison came in here and kicked a 41-yard field goal at the buzzer.
And we had the ball about 20 seconds, didn't we, to bring it down the field?
Yeah. I'll tell you what happened. Josh Creekmore caught one here about the 31-yard line and stepped out of bounds with 1 second remaining on the clock, and then Harrison came in and kicked the field goal. And nobody could believe our eyes. I mean, we were people heading for the exits and thought the game was over. And David Spencer was up here with me back those days, him and Charles, and we were already declaring the game over. So anything can happen.
Ain't over till it's over.
Ain't over till it's over, but Wood here's nearly going to have to hand the ball to one of our guys because we've got to have 2 scores. He's going to keep it himself. Wood is off the right side, and he's got a 1st down. I think he may have run out of bounds with it, but he's got the 1st down. And we're inside of 2 minutes. Want to thank all of our sponsors again. I know some of them have been with us for a long time, and we sure appreciate it. I know the people that listen enjoy it. like I said, we'll be back on the air at BNA Bank pregame show from Pontotoc at 6:15 next week. I always can catch the Bulldogs on YouTube. Chris Russell in the journalism department will be live streaming. We'll be live streaming on WNAU.com and then always on 1470 AM.
Pontotoc, isn't that, Kurt? We have to sit out on the bleachers and all usually?
Yeah. Last year we set a tent. You know, they had a tent set up for us.
Mm-hmm.
Which their press box facility is not too spare. I'd rather have the tent.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
We're just waiting on the Itawamba Indians to run the clock on out here with 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. Quarterback's, he's going to keep it off the right side again. I mean, he's not really trying to score. He's just trotting off the right side, running the clock. I tell you guys, we let this one get away from us before it got started good.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you
just gave up a couple of easy touches. You know, we gave up three touchdowns, really. We gave up an 85-yard bomb. We gave up a 5-yard drive after the fumble. And then the 30-yard drive. I just handed them the football game, but other than that, you know, I've said it the whole game. I think we were certainly capable of winning this game. And that's got to make you feel good looking at the rest of the schedule.
Well, we knew coming in that Itawamba was a good football team, and you just can't play the way we played the first half and beat somebody like this. And we came back out, and you got to be pleased with what you saw the second half. We came out and played hard and just were too far behind.
Oh, it's just the Coach Stubblefield said at halftime, you're not going to beat a good football team with those kind of mistakes. And as far as I can remember, I don't think we've made a mistake the second half.
I think we had one penalty that I can remember.
They're going to snap it back. He's going to take a knee. They're going to run the clock. And the Itawamba High School Indians are going to wind up winning this football game 31-21. Played a good football game. They've got a good team. A combination of Wood and
that is the ball game final score 31.
What's the receiver's name?
Itawamba.
Prestige.
That's a combination, I'm telling you now.
As a reminder,
good ball players, good high school ball players. We're going to send it to the station. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
It's finally game time. The smell of the fresh cut grass, the sound of the drums as the band gets ready to perform, and of course the roar of the crowd as our hometown New Albany Bulldogs enter the field. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage here in New Albany remember those days and agree they were some of the best. They also want your mortgage experience to be the best as well. They pride themselves on excellent customer service and establishing a personal connection with their clients. They also have the knowledge and programs to fit your mortgage needs. So whether you're building, buying, or refinancing your current home, they want to help. Call them and set up an appointment today. Jody Walls and Brady Brock with Gumtree Mortgage. Let them help make your dreams come true. Go Dogs!
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Pam Brown for your personal price plan today.
I enjoy urgent care because people have an immediate problem when they come to me and they want to know what's going on and they want to know how it can be fixed. And so it's super rewarding when you figure out what's going on with the patient and you know how to fix them and you can provide them with a treatment regimen and they feel better. So it's rewarding on the front end figuring out the problem, but it's also rewarding on the back end whenever you know that you fix them and you help them and they're feeling better and you can kind of see how truly grateful they are for the care you provided.
It was number 15, Prestige. Shoei had 6 catches for 142 yards. Harris had another 4 catches for 60 yards. I don't believe he caught anything in the second half. Had a couple other guys that had made a couple of catches, but nothing noteworthy there. As far as rushing, they did finally get out of the negative there. Ashby, number 5, ended up with 12 carries for 58 yards on the night. And I show a total of 85 yards in penalties for the Indians. They had 4 punts, 5 punts. It looks like they averaged right at about 35, 38 yards a punt for the Indians. For the Bulldogs, we'll start off with Braden. First, he was 19 of 30 with 3 interceptions. Those are the first 3 interceptions of the season for him for 254 yards. Leading receivers, I've got Shumpert. He had 5 catches for 82 yards. Shaw had 8 catches for 74 yards. DJ Robinson 2 catches for 44 yards. And Keelan and Simpson also had 3 catches for 34 yards. Rushing for the Bulldogs tonight, we struggled there pretty mightily. 17 carries for Keelan Simpson, 63 yards on the night for the Bulldogs. Total of about 13 first downs for the Bulldogs. Only punted twice tonight for an average of about 41, 42 yards, which is Mr. Johnson's average on the season so far for us. But those are the statistics for tonight's games, guys.
Wow. Well, the Bulldogs are breaking up out there, and it is, I don't know if we got Paul, are we going to be able to get Paul with Coach Stubblefield?
Oh, yeah, he's fixing to get him. Paul, you about ready to take it over? They kind of breaking up the meeting down on the field right now, and Coach Stubblefield's coming that direction. Hopefully our mic is going to work. Go ahead, Paul.
All right. Coach Stubblefield, tonight just wasn't our night. I think we were snake bit or something, weren't we?
Yeah, just not our brand of football. You know, we've got to play better than that. The first quarter was not good, right? Got us behind early. Played better in the second half. Just, field goals, fourth down conversions, those things right there. We've got to take advantage of. We got the opportunities to get them off the field. We got to do that. We're a better football team than we showed tonight. So coaching-wise, we got to do a better job getting them ready, and we got to show up and play better next week against a good Pontotoc team.
Yeah, definitely so. And I tell you, our dogs fought and fought. We had a couple of chances there late to have kind of got us back in the game. We just couldn't quite get it done, could we?
These guys, they play hard. That's been something that we've talked about year in and year out. That's no difference this year. Some teams would lay down at that point. They didn't. They kept fought back. Had opportunities right there. Things go a little bit differently in the second half. We're still right back in it. So we got to clean some things up. We can't have first quarters the way we did. We can't have penalties the way we did. So plenty to work on, plenty to clean up. But the good thing is we're a really good football team, and so we got to clean stuff up, put it together, and when we do that and we click, it can be really good.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll go back and work on it, and then we'll be ready to go to Pontotoc and do our best against them Warriors, right?
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we're going to try and get a couple players here to come up here and talk in just a second.
Okay, Paul, we'll be ready when you get them. I agree with Coach Stubblefield.